Well, greetings from the Steel City in Sheffield. We are live here for the next 4 days for the World Boxing Cup Finals. I'm Chris Latcham with you for the next couple of days. Stacey Copeland bringing the finals home at the weekend as well, and we will bring you the culmination of World Boxing's first calendar year of competition. Our events have taken us from Europe to Asia to the USA, and for this week and this weekend we are back where it all started, Sheffield, at the English Institute of Sport, home to the medal-laden GB boxing setup. There's pictures on the wall here of Anthony Joshua, Lauren Price, Nicola Adams. They've all called this place home at some stage over the past 15 years. So too did Lewis Richardson, GB's latest medalist, won a bronze at Paris 2024 just 3 months ago. Now over the next 4 days we'll see over 100 boxers competing for gold across 7 men's and 6 women's weight categories. 13 of them in the field are GB boxers. This week you'll see them boxing under their own national flags. They're representing England and they're representing Wales this week, but all are part of GB boxing, and all of them are at the beginning of a very, very special journey, a 4-year-long journey that many of them will hope will have the fans in the stands watching them at the Olympic Games in Los Angeles in 2028. It's time to cross to the ring, and our MC Craig Denham
in Sheffield for the first edition of the World Boxing Cup Finals. The event is brought to you by our partners GB Boxing, England Boxing, World Boxing, UK Sport, National Lottery, Sheffield City Council and Sting. Your competing countries this week are Brazil, China, Chinese Taipei, England, Finland, Germany, Italy, Japan, Mongolia, the Netherlands, Pakistan, Panama, Singapore, South Korea, Switzerland, Thailand, Ukraine and Wales. So ladies and gentlemen, your officials are ready, your boxers are ready. Without further ado, it's time for the World Boxing Cup. Introducing your boxers to the ring, and firstly, representing England in the red corner, give it up for Kelsey OAKLEY. And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner, representing Thailand, give it up for Lalita CHAINARONG. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 1, which is a preliminary round of 16s women's 50 kilo contest, scheduled for 3 rounds of 3 minutes. Introducing your red corner, and firstly boxing out of the red corner, representing England, give it up for Kelsey, OAKLEY! And across the ring, her opponent boxing out of the blue corner, representing Thailand, give it up for Lalita, CHAINARONG! Your referee at the bell, Miss Kathy Rivera.
So Craig Denham is our MC for the week, and we will kick off this week of the World Boxing Cup Finals with a home boxer, Kelsey OAKLEY, in the red corner, and Lalita CHAINARONG, who you can see in the centre of your screen in the blue, from Thailand. So OAKLEY comes out with the right hand southpaw lead, and immediately looking to take ownership of the centre of the ring, and starting with a real pacey flurry. The boxer in red from Dudley calls the Priory Park Gym home, and this will be our home here at the English Institute of Sport in Sheffield for the next 4 years, part of the GB setup. And a real fast start from Kelsey. CHAINARONG, the Thai, looking to box off the back foot, coming through with a straight right hand there. So OAKLEY in the red and CHAINARONG of Thailand in the blue. 3 rounds of 3 minutes in the women's flyweight division. 50 kilos is the limit, and this is a really impressive start from Kelsey OAKLEY, boxing on the international stage on home soil for the first time. A lot of action to kick-start the week here between these two. Not a backward step so far from the first minute 10 seconds. Good work on the inside from the Thai boxer in blue. OAKLEY has just slowed a bit from the fast-paced flurry that she came out with, but caught her well with the lead right hand there. Perpetual motion from CHAINARONG. 2 young fighters in the ring for this one, both still representing their nations in the under-22 division, as well as on the elite national stage as we are here. Some of the GB team are up in the stands away to our left-hand side. They're liking what they're seeing in this first round from Kelsey OAKLEY. So a reminder, after each of these 3 rounds, the 5 judges at ringside will each score how they've seen the round. Total scores at the end will all be added up, and we will know our winner. Into the last minute of the opening round of the World Boxing Cup Finals here in Sheffield. Has been a lively start, hasn't it, with CHAINARONG in blue, happier to box off the back foot. Kelsey OAKLEY looking to try and set the pace of the fight. And it has been a pretty ferocious pace. Tight on the inside from both boxers. OAKLEY being urged to lead with her jab from the GB contingent behind me. Good work from the Thai, just catching her flush with that right hand backhand. That's a clean shot, single shot from OAKLEY right on the bell as they make their way back to their corners. Well, CHAINARONG won the Thai National Championships at a lower weight, 48 kilos in June. She's now moved up, operating at the women's flyweight category. You can see the scorecards, and 3 of the judges are leaning in favour of blue. Lalita CHAINARONG representing Thailand. 2 have gone the other way. So a 3-2 split from the first round. It's the 10-point must system as we see the best of the action from the first round. So just an update, if you aren't familiar with what that is, watching us on the GB Boxing and World Boxing YouTube feeds. somebody must be given 10 points
Round
for winning
two.
each round by the judges around at ringside. If they win it by a considerable distance, they can be scored 10-8. Even more so, can be scored 10-7. But all of the judges going 10-9, 3-2 in favour of the tie in blue from that first round. And Oakley knowing that in this Olympic-style boxing, 3 rounds of 3 minutes, once you fall behind, you can't let the second round slip. So that's why she's coming out much as she did in the first 3 minutes. Very quick, but that is sharp work off the back foot from the tie. Yeah, she's finding her rhythm now. And Oakley looking to duck and weave and moving ahead and trying to find the angle to get through. But when she gets close, that's when the Thai boxer looks to be at her best. Yeah, good shot, single shot. As Oakley was coming in, the boxer in blue just caught one to the chin, landed. Oakley went out to Sofia in Bulgaria just 6 weeks ago, representing Great Britain at the Under-22 European Championships. These are the international competitions that will sharpen them up as they move towards their ultimate goal. The Olympics, World Championships in Liverpool next September. It's all on the roadmap for these young boxers. Minute and a half left of this middle round of 3. Oh, Oakley went for the big lead right hand, was caught as she came in. Good fight to kick things off here at the English Institute of Sport. Oakley just working now off the back foot a little bit, when she has rushed in. On the odd occasion she's been caught. Now just trying to pick her punches a little more smartly. Oakley actually started combat sports when she was bullied at school, started in kickboxing, shifted to boxing, and it looks like that's been a great shift now with the GB squad. Oh, it's a really good shot over the top from the Thai. Hard to know what the judges will prefer when they get into those exchanges up close. In the first round, 3 of the judges went blue, 2 went red. Low held hands from the Thai boxer. Always on the move. Oakley again backs her up to the ropes. That's good work, but cops one on the way out. 10-second count to the end of the round. And a flurry right on the bell, as she did at the end of the first round, Kelsey Oakley. Trying to see if she can buy a little bit of recency bias from those judges, landing the last flurry at the end of the 3 minutes. And if we take a quick look at the scorecard, where you can see there, 2 of the judges once again have gone in favour of the Thai in blue. So she leads by 2 points on 2 of those cards. But the judge from Chinese Taipei has gone the same way twice for Kelsey Oakley. And it ultimately means, as we see the best of the action from the last round, it comes down, from the previous round I should say, it comes down to this 3rd round. Win this convincingly and win the bout.
Seconds out. 3rd
Kelsey
and
Oakley
last
won
round.
silver at the Eindhoven Box Cup in May. She, as well as the GB coaches, trains under Was Davis at Priory Park. He says she is fearless. She will need a fearless final round here, and already backing her opponent up against the ropes, as she did in that first round. Needs to get the best of this final 3 minutes. I've been impressed with both boxers for how keen they've been to engage just like that. Still perpetual movement from Lalita CHAINARONG, the Thai in the blue, making herself a difficult target to hit. Oakley just warned by the referee for holding in the clinch. Just over 2 minutes left in the fight. 2 clean punches landing, 1 each there as they came in. Oakley looking to pick her shots again, but she's got her opponent over towards the ropes. But as we've seen throughout the first 7 minutes of this fight, she's just as handy off the back foot. Kelsey Oakley being urged by her teammates at ringside just to keep the work rate up. It's terrific being the host nation at these events. You have all of your teammates watching on. It feels like an even bigger fan base than there would be just for being the home fighter. Great clean shot from CHAINARONG. Back comes Oakley in red, landing 3 of her own. And CHAINARONG leading on the scorecards as we came into this final round. Just looks happy to hold up close and take valuable seconds out of the bout. What a shot that was from Kelsey Oakley with the back left hand. Into the final minute. In the round of 16 in the women's flyweight division, the first bout of the week. Two good shots getting through from red. It all comes down to this, the last 30 seconds. The judges are split coming into this final round. Good shot and out of danger from CHAINARONG in blue. Oakley's punches not quite finding the target there. Oh, that's a clean shot though, with the lead right, the hook. That's great work, right up and indeed beyond the bell. Respect from both boxers as they go back to their own corners. A terrific 9-minute contest to kickstart the week here at the World Boxing Cup Finals. And ultimately, it'll come down to how the judges saw the final round. CHAINARONG was up on 2 of the 5 judges going into the last. Oakley in red was up on 1 of the 5 judges, basically needing to win the favour of the other 2. So Craig Denham will have the match results for us in just a second when the boxers come back to centre ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, bout number 1, please show your appreciation for both boxers. So ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards where your officials at ringside score a split decision in favour of your winner, and boxing out of the blue corner, it's Lalita CHAINARONG. Once again, a round of applause for both boxers.
So a split decision victory for the boxer from Thailand, Lalita CHAINARONG, to kickstart the week. Boxing superbly off the back foot, and then when caught up close from Kelsey Oakley, often winning those flurries up tight. And you can see she's taken it 4-1 on the judges' scorecards, although the judge from Chinese Taipei scoring all 3 rounds, 10-9 in favour of the boxer from England, Kelsey Oakley. But it is a split decision win for the Thai boxer, Lalita CHAINARONG.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to bout number 2, introducing your red corner to the ring, representing Brazil. Give it up for Radija the GAMA. And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner to the ring, representing Finland. Give it up for Pihla KAIVO-OJA.
Just the 3 Finns here this week. This is Pihla KAIVO-OJA, 22 years old. Boxed at the Paris Olympics, reached the quarterfinals, and 5th place was the equal best result for the Finns at the Paris Games across all sports. Bit of a hero in her home country.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 2, which is a women's 50 kilo preliminary round of 16 contest scheduled for 3 rounds of 3 minutes. And introducing your boxers, firstly, boxing out of the red corner, representing Brazil. Give it up for Radija the GAMA. And across the ring, her opponent boxing out of the blue corner, representing Finland. Give it up for Pihla KAIVO-OJA. Your referee at the bell, representing Korea, Kim Mi-hai.
So final instructions for the referee in the ring from one of our stewards at ringside.
Round
and
1.
Now we are underway with bout 2. Second of 4 this morning in the women's 50 kilo division, the flyweight division. Round of 16 with the European from Finland, Pihla KAIVO-OJA in blue, with the Brazilian Radija the GAMA boxing out of the red corner. KAIVO-OJA, much like it in Sheffield, she was here in January at the GB Open. And she's been the one landing the eye-catching shots in the first 30 seconds of this contest. Leading with that right hand out of the southpaw stance, KAIVO-OJA. Taller boxer, wider stance as well, longer reach, and landing some clean shots. I've just noticed, that's a good shot though from the lead left, the hook from the GAMA. Just noticed that the GAMA is wearing one of her teammates' outfits. Ellen Romeo, you'll see the surname on the back of her outfit. She's boxed in the Olympics. Ellen, we'll see her later this week as well. KAIVO-OJA does like to take the centre of the ring with that wide stance and try and throw those long-armed shots, flinging them out and very accurate to the target. Not just single shots either, the flurries are coming through. But that's nice from Radija the GAMA on the inside. A very different contest this to what we saw in the first bout. It was all action, fast pace from both boxers. This is very much KAIVO-OJA the Finn taking centre ring and trying to pick her opponent off, and having some success in the early part of this first round. Oh, maybe the best shot of the contest though came from the Brazilian in red. She likes that lead left hook. Another left hook landing flush on the chin of KAIVO-OJA, who continues coming forward. It's nice with the feints from KAIVO-OJA, trying to just open up little gaps that she can fling out those long arms into. That's good work. 3-punch combo, 2 of them getting through. But the Brazilian just keeps walking forward. Highly technical first round, this one. The jab has been effective for the boxer in blue. But then boxing off the back foot, the Brazilian has held up her end too. So the scores are in, and they all go blue, and 2 of them give it as a 10-8 round. That is a round they consider to be won by a wide margin by Pihla KAIVO-OJA. She's up on all 5 and up by 2 points on 2 of those 5 judges. So a bit of work to be done for Radija de GAMA as we have a look back at the best of the action in that first 3-minute stanza.
Seconds out.
So there you go, gum shield back in. All 5 judges have gone the way of KAIVO-OJA in blue, who bursts back into the centre of the ring, looking to pick up where she left off as we move into this middle round of 3. For Radija de GAMA, she goes by the nickname Embaçada. Now, I don't speak Portuguese, but my best translation suggests that means blurry, to do with hand speed, I think. We need to see some of that from the Brazilian. Losing that first round by a wide margin on 2 of the 5 judges, and now having to convince all 5 of them to lean back her way, really. She's come out with a higher work rate in this second round, that's for sure. But KAIVO-OJA, quarter-finalist at the Olympics, will have the confidence from that. Not only qualifying for the Olympics, getting to the quarterfinals, losing to the eventual silver medalist Buznaz Kashiroğlu of Turkey. Getting to box at the Paris Nord Arena. I was ringside for that. Some terrific contests out in the French capital over the summer. KAIVO-OJA just has that natural advantage, the height, and the fact that she can step out of danger but still fire in those long-arm shots as she just did there. Makes it so difficult for a smaller opponent to land anything of note. Oh, de GAMA catches 2 shots as she tried to get within range. Picking those shots superbly well, Pihla KAIVO-OJA of Finland. The Brazilians have travelled really well. 11 boxers they've brought with them. And Radija de GAMA is the first of those 11 to be on show here at the World Boxing Cup Finals. There's a confidence about the boxer in blue, winning that first round so convincingly. And in round 2, even though she's landed a little bit of leather on her own face, nothing to suggest that she doesn't believe that she's going to get the job done here this morning. A little bit of reddening above the top lip of the Brazilian boxer. Again, it's that jab. She just skewers her opponent with that long right arm, the lead, the southpaw lead. Good defensive work from the GAMA on the bell, just backing out of range. But has she done enough to try and convince the judges to lean her way? So KAIVO-OJA took all 5 judges in the first round, and she has done the same in the second round. And you can see the same 2 judges, the judge from Japan, the judge from Australia, have again given that round by a 2-point margin, as they did in the first. It's a long road back for Radija. The GAMA ultimately would need the stoppage victory at this stage. Referee stopped the contest because the margin is so wide. Unless she could have 10-7 rounds on all of the judges' scorecards, it looks like this one will end up in the hands
Seconds out
of the boxer in blue, Pihla KAIVO-OJA.
Third and last round.
But it's great experience for all these boxers boxing on the international stage. 1 year out from, as I mentioned earlier, the World Boxing World Championships. The first time World Boxing will hold their own global championship. The men and the women will compete side by side for the first time ever in a global championships. That'll be at the M&S Bank Arena in Liverpool next September. These two will hope to be there. That confidence that has radiated through KAIVO-OJA so far in this contest shows no sign of easing. Good shot with the jab, following it up with a backhand, but the GAMA's got in there too, landing. I like the fact that the referee is allowing them to get up close and physical. The higher work rate coming from the blue corner. That one is a crisp, clean, single shot. Well, KAIVO-OJA took a bronze here in January at the GB Open, beaten by the eventual silver medalist Maxi Klotzer of Germany. That's a great shot. Just as the Brazilian leaned in to try and get within punching distance, KAIVO-OJA slipped that punch and caught her with a hook from the lead right hand. Oh, that's nice. It's that right jab. Such a weapon for the Finn. But it's rare that she sends it out on its own. The combos are coming out too. Now trying to wheel away. Stay out of danger. She knows ultimately the job is done here. Still, the GAMA continues coming forward, trying to get within range, trying to land punches. Into the last 20 seconds of the contest. It's a contest that has slowed down because KAIVO-OJA knows she's got the job done, but an eye-catching flurry from the Finn landing, and the GAMA continuing right up until the final bell. Respect from both boxers at the end of a contest, and the celebrations will be blue after bout number 2. She goes back to the corner with her Finnish coaches. A job well done for Pihla KAIVO-OJA. We will wait for the official announcements of the judges' scorecards. But the lead was so emphatic after 2 rounds of 3 that there can only be one winner. And you can see where the longer reach was such a lethal weapon for the Finn. The GAMA was trying to bob and weave, but every time she came and got within range, she got speared. So let's get the results from
Ladies
Craig
and
Denham.
gentlemen, bout number 2, please show your appreciation for both boxers. So ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards, where your officials at ringside score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the blue corner is Pihla KAIVO-OJA.
So convincing victory for the Finn, who we will see again as the week rumbles on. Just 22, looks a real talent. Having already been to 1 Olympic Games at that relatively young age, she will hope to take part in Los Angeles in 4 years' time.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 3. Introducing your red corner to the ring, representing Italy. Give it up for Francesca RICCI.
A debut international competition for young Francesca RICCI.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner to the ring, representing Singapore. Give it up for Danisha MATHIALAGAN.
So Danisha MATHIALAGAN of Singapore, the Singaporean top flyweight, is the latest to join us in the ring in blue. Shortens her name to Danish Mati, which makes my job a little bit easier. So I'll be referring to her as Danish Mati for bout number 3 of the week, the prelims, the round of 16 in the women's 50 kilo division, the flyweight division. She's up against Francesca RICCI of Italy in the red corner. So ladies and gentlemen, this is bout 3, which is a women's 50 kilo preliminary round of 16 contest. And introducing your boxers, firstly boxing out of the red corner, representing Italy. Give it up for Francesca RICCI.
And across the ring, her opponent boxing out of the blue corner, representing Singapore. Give it up for Danisha MATHIALAGAN. Your referee at the bell, Persia Tini.
And so we are underway with the third bout of the day. Delighted to say I've been joined in the commentary box as well by someone who used to call the EIS his home when as part of the Team GB setup. Callum French is with me. Morning, Callum.
Good morning, mate. Thank you for having us.
Absolute pleasure to have you alongside me to call these fights. So bout 3, Francesca Ricci in the red corner of Italy, just catching some leather from the Singapore's leading flyweight, Danisha Mati. Started at a good pace this one. So far, Callum, we've had 2 wins, both from the blue corner. So Francesca Ricci of Italy will be trying to break that hoodoo.
Yeah, the Italian holding the centre of the ring here, trying to put the pressure on the fighter from Singapore, who looks like a bit of a counter puncher on the back foot. But a good pace starting off the bout.
Yeah, we've had some good pace in these fights already. Kelsey Oakley brought the pace. That was a terrific punch from Francesca Ricci, but it's the Singapore boxer in blue who puts her arm up to celebrate, and much she will after that flurry as well.
Yeah, terrific bit of counter punching there from the Singapore fighter. Very flashy on the back foot. Looks like she's picking her shots well, gaining some confidence as well going through this round.
And we saw in bout 1, the Thai boxer Lalita CHAINARONG was a counter puncher, and she got the better of Kelsey Oakley, who was bringing the fire but was getting picked off when she was coming into range. And again, we're seeing it on the back foot from Danisha Mati. That's good work though from the Italian.
Yeah, sometimes you don't know what the judges are looking for as well. Sometimes they like the front foot pressure, sometimes they like the back foot boxing. So it just depends what judges you've got at ringside. And
the judges are on rotation as well. So what works in one bout might not work in the next. You never quite know what you're going to get. So still the fight continues with the same pattern. It's Ricci trying to take the centre of the ring, trying to force the issue, but catching punches. Look at this from both boxers. Great work right up against the ropes in front of us.
What a fight this turned out to be. The Italian getting picked off a little bit, but she's there. She's in the fight herself.
She's game.
She's there, like she's on her chest all the time.
Yeah, very, very game on her first international competition from Ricci. There is power in those punches from Mati in blue. And Ricci just trying to change her elevation levels, making her much more difficult to hit, but so far not proving a problem for Danisha Mati in blue. Good start to this contest from the boxer from Singapore, but still the shape continues with Ricci trying to force her back, and Mati seemingly happy to go backwards.
Yeah, I think when the pace slows down a bit, that'll suit the Singapore fighter from the blue corner. She likes it at her pace, but the Italian is doing well to sort of push the pace and take her out of her comfort zone a little bit.
Certainly a lot of pace from Francesca Ricci. And there's the scorecards, and you can see that all 5 of the judges have preferred the back foot work, the cleaner work of Danisha MATHIALAGAN of Singapore. 10-9 rounds from all 5.
Yeah, there was some good ring generalship as well from the Singapore fighter there. On the back foot, but showing she was in control of the bout, in control of the pace of the bout, slowed it down well when she needed to. Little bit of inexperience from the Italian fighter. Should have kept that pace up, I think, if she could, but obviously it's easier said than done boxing at that pace.
And that inexperience, it will be natural because she is inexperienced. This is her first international competition. I was speaking to a couple of the Italian coaches earlier. They speak very very highly of her, but they do say she's very young and she has to come to these competitions to learn.
Yeah, that's it. You've got to get out boxing in these international competitions, get your face seen by all the judges. Sometimes they subconsciously watch your work a bit more when they recognise your face.
There you go. Good insight from Callum French, who's boxed in plenty of these events in his time. And we've started at the pace that the first round started at. Again, it's Ricci throwing out the shots as snot pours from her nose as she catches one coming in. That is a pattern in this fight. RICCI is bringing the fire, but the skill, the poise is coming from the other corner.
Yeah, the Italian's still pushing the pace here, trying to enforce herself into this contest. Some flashy skills there from the Singapore fighter on the back foot.
Certainly is great to watch, but there is not a single backward step being taken from the Italian in red. She keeps walking forward, keeps shipping punches, but is prepared to catch one to land one.
Yeah, the Italian fighter won't be denied here. She'll know probably that she's 5-0 down on the card, so she's went up a gear in this round, started very fast. That
has to be the approach in these short contests. 3 rounds, you can't afford to take a round off.
Yeah, definitely. It's 100 mile an hour from start to finish. Start fast, maintain it and finish strong.
Yeah, and she has certainly started fast, but again, Danisha MATHIALAGAN of Singapore with the cleaner work, landing punches off the back foot, constantly moving backwards, but never seemingly out of range.
Yeah, very skillful fighter from Singapore here. I think she might be one of the favourites to go all the way here. If she comes through this contest and get the win, she's got a really nice style. Really awkward, hard to hit, flashy back foot fighter.
It's amazing how you can just sit down. You've not watched the first 2 fights, but you can just judge that from, what, 5 minutes of watching a boxer. Clean single jab comes through from MATHIALAGAN. Again, RICCI keeps walking forward through the storm.
Yeah, you see this pace has just slowed slightly in this round. The Italian fighter started in 5th gear this round.
Just dropping down to 4th or maybe even 3rd as the blood starts to trickle from her nose.
That's it, definitely. She's going to start every round strong, and then she seems to die off a little bit, which may play into the Singapore fighter's hands.
With the pace dropping from the red corner, will this little pause in the action benefit her, or will it go against her?
I would say it might benefit her. As her pace was starting to slow, she might have been starting to feel the pace of it a bit, so she might get another lease of life here. You might see her go back into 5th gear.
Yeah, chance to catch her breath, chance for all of us to catch our breath in this 2nd round, and she has come out looking to throw the big shots, but the smile is still on the face of MATHIALAGAN on the back foot, boxing superbly well as the ponytail comes loose again under that head guard.
Very comfortable under pressure, the Singapore fighter. She's really putting it on her toes here, and you can see just the poise and the relaxation still in her work. It's a joy to watch.
It's her 2nd World Boxing event of the year. She won a silver medal at her the Mongolian event in Ulaanbaatar in September, beaten by the eventual winner, Rinka Kinoshita. So she has boxed in these competitions, familiarity. The judges know her work, as you mentioned earlier on, and she looks completely comfortable in that ring, boxing with a smile on her face.
More tremendous boxing there from the blue fighter.
How frustrating is that for the red corner when she's throwing everything she's got, but the skill is just a little level above her?
Yeah, it'll just play into the Singapore fighter's hands a little bit. She'll probably enjoy that style a lot more, fighting someone like that comes onto her a lot more. As a counterpuncher myself, I know I used to prefer that quite a lot.
So 2 of the judges have given that the way of the Italian in round 2, including the American judge, but 3 of them have gone the other way, which gives Danisha MATHIALAGAN an almost unscalable lead as we head to the final round. Just explain how the situation, being the boxer that's behind, with that scorecard going into the final round, Callum.
So she's level on 2 cards, but behind on 3. So basically, she needs a stoppage to win the fight. The way she's boxing, it is possible because she is quite a good pressure fighter, but like I say, it might play into the blue fighter's hands.
Yeah, and stoppage victories are pretty rare the lower the weight that you go, and we are in the 50 kilo flyweight, which is the lowest of the women's weights this week, but we shall see. You never know in this sport of boxing. Again, RICCI the Italian is coming out, trying to force her opponent back, and there is a little bit more sting in her punches. She knows exactly what she has to do, as Callum French has told us. Got to get the knockout, got to find it somehow.
Yeah, she's come out, she's going for it here. making a good account of herself on her debut tournament. Like I say, she's boxing an experienced fighter here. She's come out. She's really sticking on her toes and put up a good performance for a debut fight.
Yeah, international debut. Eyes of the world watching on. Oh, big shot on the World Boxing YouTube channel, and the judge is ruling that as the referee is ruling that as a slip, no knockdown. Callum, that to me was on the back foot, just caught one flush.
Yeah, that looked like a shot to me. Looked like what she needed. She needed sort of a knockdown, and she's putting the pressure back on now behind that tight guard, moving her head, but the Singapore fighter looks back relaxed again, in control of the bout again.
What did we say at the start of the round? You never know in this sport of boxing. Looked a clean knockdown, the referee disagreed, so RICCI has to go back to the well. Still she walks forward, and still MATHIALAGAN, who now, I think, has felt her power, is just doing a little bit more to stay out of that range.
Yeah, the Singapore fighter now just making sure she gets to the victory now, moving round. It's been the story of the fight, really. The Italian fighter putting the pressure on, the Singapore fighter on the back foot, picking her shots.
And picking her shots beautifully there. 3 got through in a row, and well, that face of Francesca RICCI is starting to look just a little tattered. She has shipped a lot of punches in this bout, but for me, that is a shame. The referee has admitted the count on Francesca RICCI, as referees can in these boxing. It doesn't have to be a knockdown. If they feel the boxer needs to be taken out of a flurry, they can administer a count, and that will go against her on the judges at the end of this round. But ultimately, in a round where I feel, and I think you agree, Callum, that we felt she landed a clean knockdown, she is the one that has had the count administered against her.
Yeah, the counts in amateur boxing don't necessarily mean it's a 10-8 round, so she might still be able to win this round. Obviously, the Singapore fighter is starting to get on top of it now and land a good shots, but
it all turned with that flurry in this corner, the blue corner just in front of us, because RICCI came out throwing some great shots, but as the course of the round wore on, I think class told a little bit, but ultimately the Italian can hold her head high on her international debut. What a brilliant final round.
Definitely, what a good account of herself she's made there.
So what we'll have a look at now is this knockdown that was ruled a slip by the referee. We can bring you the replay of this. Callum, talk us through this. We've got 2 angles to see.
So you couldn't really see it too clearly from that angle.
It's the left hand.
The Italian moving her head, going in, and she catches out with the left hook there. The blue corner a little bit off balance, but it was a clean scoring shot, and it has knocked her down. So I think that should have been a knockdown, should have been given a knockdown. But like I say, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a 10-8 round in amateur boxing.
And there are the punches that rendered the count onto the Italian in the reds. Just wondering, was that a little soft to be given a count at that point?
Yeah, I think it was quite soft from the ref, especially with the Italian putting the pressure on so much. Sometimes you see it in international boxing, some of the counts given out quite.
And after 3
easily.
rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards, where your officials at ringside score a unanimous decision in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the blue corner, Danisha MATHIALAGAN.
Well, a unanimous victory for the boxer in blue, but I think unanimously all at ringside we can agree that Francesca RICCI has put on a great display on her international debut. She will go home having lost on the judges' scorecards, but have picked up some key lessons learned from her first 9 minutes in an international ring. There is the scores on the judges' cards.
Yeah, some great experience there for the Italian fighter for her first fight in on the international circuit. Yeah, it's a 5-0 decision to the Singapore fighter, who looks very sharp and looks like she'll take some beating.
Very sharp indeed. Just to pick up on the referee, and when they initiate those stoppages, ultimately what they are trying to do is look out for the boxers, make sure that everybody leaves the ring safe and healthy. But what a terrific contest that was. Bout 3 is in the books as we await bout 4, the final round of the women's round of 16 in the flyweight category.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 4. It's a women's 50 kilo preliminary round of 16. Introducing to the ring your red corner, representing Mongolia. Give it up for Altantsetseg, LUTSAIKHAN.
Altantsetseg, LUTSAIKHAN, part of a really strong contingent of Mongolians here. They brought 10 boxers with them. Ultimately dominated their home competition, the World Boxing Cup in Ulaanbaatar in September, and deciding, let's keep this good thing going. LUTSAIKHAN is the first of the Mongolian boxers to take to the ring this week.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing to your blue corner, representing Korea, give it up for MUN Gayeon.
So MUN might have had half an eye on the 3 bouts that we've had in the books so far. She will have noted that the vest that she is wearing has come out on top in all 3 bouts. I don't think there's much in that, Callum, but ultimately, blue seems to be the colour on the first morning of the World Boxing Cup finals.
Two good boxing nations coming up here, Mongolia and Korea.
Your referee at the bell, Mr. Jani Rama of Finland, and your referee, your judges represented Chinese Taipei, WB3, WB4, Austria and Italy.
We could just see on that wide shot the coaches in the red corner, and you know one of them, don't you, Callum?
Yeah, I boxed one of them in the Chemistry Cup in Germany in 2016. He went on to win the bronze at the Rio Olympics. So I had a close fight with him there, but I got the win over him, so it was a good scalp. That was actually my first international bout in my first international tournament for GB.
Just give him a little wink as he walks past at the end of this bout, no doubt.
He might want to straighten out with us, I don't know.
He might do. He's got the bronze medal. He's happy. He's happy. So Callum French is with us in the commentary box. I'm Chris Latcham. We've got 10 bouts for you in this first session of the World Boxing Cup finals here in Sheffield. And then later on we're back with another 11 bouts in the evening session. Callum French, once of GB Boxing, back training here at the base of GB Boxing, but boxing as a professional, and I'm sure over the next hour or so Callum will explain to us how that's all going for him. So we've got Mongolia in the red, and we've got Korea in the blue. MUN in her second international competition. The Korean is just 21 years old, up against an opponent 8 years her senior in the Mongolian red jersey.
See the southpaw from Mongolia here, the long lead hand, trying to control the range with her lead hand, land that backhand long.
The southpaw's so awkward to fight for orthodox boxers, but especially when they've got those long levers. What makes it so difficult to get their head around?
It's the getting the feet into distance, because the stance is the other way around. Some people struggle to get the feet into range to land the shots, whereas the southpaw is so used to the orthodox fighter coming forward. They're quite accustomed to it, whereas the orthodox boxer is more accustomed to fighting orthodox fighters.
All right, so their strength becomes your weakness. Little untidy in the middle portion of this first round, and the referee breaks the two boxers apart and asks them to actually engage in boxing rather than wrestling. And the Korean landing one to the body. Respect coming from the Mongolian in red. That's more good work as well. Don't think that'll be ruled a knockdown. A little bit more wrestling, as I already mentioned.
Yeah, it's looks like it's going to be a tight contest. This, it looks like it's a shot for shot sort of bout. Two good technical fighters looking to land the long straight shots and the long range hooks.
That's a good shot with the backhand right from the Korean in blue. Gayeon MUN coming forward. Altantsetseg backing away the Mongolian. Two good boxing nations, as Callum told us at the start of this bout. A lot of respect in that ring as well, as once again Gayeon MUN finds her way to the canvas, and once again the referee rules that not a knockdown. Quiet word with the boxer in red. Just a little untidy. Is this the tangling of the feet as you talked about?
Yeah, it's just a bit of a clash of styles. Both fighters looking to sort of hold the centre of the ring and dominate from there, so I think it's just getting a bit tangled up, maybe with the front legs and the front arms. Bit scrappy at first, but it might sort of sort itself out.
That was tidy work after an untidy spell from the Mongolian in red. She landed the lead right hand jab and then followed it up with a left with the backhand. Both got through pretty flush. So final throws of this opening round. Lively round. They wanted to continue after the bell. So a different sort of fight to what we've seen so far this morning, and it will be interesting to see which way the judges go. How did you see that one, Callum?
Very tight round there. I think it's going to be a 3-2 split either way, to be honest.
And here we go, as if by magic. You should be a judge. 3-2 split, and they've gone in the favour of Mongolia in red. Haven't had a red-vested winner so far in the 3 bouts that we've seen in Sheffield this week. Okay, talk us through some of the action here, Callum.
Yeah. They seem to have liked the southpaw work from the Mongolian fighter, trying to keep a lead hand out, touching long all the time.
The fact that the Korean went down twice in the round, even though they weren't ruled as knockdowns, does that go into the judges' mind at all?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe it's into the fighters' minds as well. The strength.
Who's the stronger boxer? Possibly. Well, we can see clearly on the screen who is the taller boxer. The Mongolian in red has at least a couple of inches over her Korean opponent. That's a good shot though, with that lead left hook from the Korean in blue.
The Mongolians come out a bit flightier on her feet, and there's another wrestling match going on.
Vince McMahon promoting the World Boxing Cup Finals. He's not, folks.
Yeah, the experience, the older Mongolian here seems to be just edging the beginning of this round. A little bit flightier on her feet, a little bit sharper. She won the first round 3-2.
Yeah, highly technical contest so far. Oh, that's really smart work. The Korean slipped out of range and came back with 2 shots.
Yeah, that's better work from the Korean now. Starting to work our way into this round.
I think half of it is keeping her feet from being tangled up, finding her range, picking her spot, as she's shown us so far in the early part of this second round. Gayeon MUN against Altantsetseg, LUTSAIKHAN of Mongolia, who took the first round on a 3-2 split.
Yeah, both fighters looking to try and get that outside line of the lead foot outside of their opponent's lead foot, so that they can deliver that backhand down the middle.
And again, the Mongolian in red just showcasing that she is the stronger of the two. She can almost ragdoll her when she walks her backwards.
Yeah, that's a little bit of experience as well from the Mongolian fighter. 8 years older than the Korean fighter. Using that 8 years of knowledge that she's got on her.
So the Korean has international experience as she ships one right to the chin and sends her wheeling backwards. She went to the Asian Under-22 Championships just a couple of months ago in Astana, Kazakhstan. This is her first time boxing internationally in Europe. Good shot as well, as the Mongolian was falling into range, but red corner comes back with a couple of shots of her own. Three shots to the body after the referee had asked them to disengage.
Yeah, then body shots can sometimes slow you down a bit as well in the fight. The Mongolian, sorry, again using her experience, waiting until the ref says break before she lets 3 body shots go.
Yeah, ring smarts from the Mongolian. 10 seconds left in this middle round of 3. The Korean trying to finish strong. Respectful bow from both boxers as they walk back to their coloured corners.
I think we might see a more convincing scorecard to the Mongolian this one. Maybe it's a 4-1 or a 5-0.
Well, let's see. There we go. They've gone 4-1. Mystic Callum at his best again. You nailed it in round 1, you've nailed it in round 2.
Yeah, the Mongolian fighter come out a bit with a bit of a spring in her step that round. Didn't really let the Korean get much work off. It's still a bit scrappy, the contest, but you see there both the fighters fall to the floor wrestling a lot. But I think the good shot there from the Korean, but the better shots that round came from the Mongolian, which give her good lead.
So a bit of work to do for Gayeon in the blue jersey. As I keep mentioning, the quirk of fate is that
Third and last
the blue
round.
corner has won in all 3 of our contests so far. But the judges preferring what they're seeing from the red corner and Mongolia so far in bout number 4.
The Korean come out here knowing that she needs to win this round. She needs a big round, so she's come out trying to box at a bit of a higher tempo here. Good shot there from the Korean. The Mongolian still poised, trying to counter with that long backhand.
Yeah, and almost counter jabbing when the punches come her way, using her long antenna-like right hand, the Mongolian, just to pat away any punches that come her way.
Yeah, the Mongolian will be trying to keep our lead hand above our opponent's lead hand to sort of control the range better. As you see, she's touching quite high with it and comes over the top.
Yeah, nice work. Good shot, clean shot. Tries to go to the body. The Korean wheels out of range. Just a little bit of that electric pace that she started the final round with has eased off a little bit. That will suit the Mongolian in red.
Some little bit more wrestling happening there.
Well, and dead time in the ring is red time, isn't it? Because she's up on the scorecards. Any time that punches can't be landing ultimately leans in her favour.
Yeah, she'll be looking to slow the pace down this round. The Korean, I think, should be trying to force the pace a little bit more, knowing that she's down on 3 of the scorecards, I think it was. So you'd think the Korean would be trying to go through the gears a little bit here, but it's easier said than done.
Well, a shot came over the top, and it's a good shot from the lead right hand, just to the temple of the Korean, and she needed just a couple of seconds to get back to her feet. She's taking the standing 8. Looks okay to continue, but that was a good shot over the top.
Yeah, good lead hand over the top there, like a sort of straight slash hook, as she's angled round to the right. Mongolian really getting into her flow now.
Well, right on the target, and it looks like a switch has been flicked. She knows now, with that knockdown, with the lead that she had coming into this final round, she won't be caught. Was a terrific single shot. We'll see it again at the end of the bout. 40 seconds away, but Gayeon would need a stoppage victory from this point for me.
Yeah, it's just trying to up the pace, yeah, but I don't think it's some good shots there, but it's I don't think it's going to be enough with the knockdown as well in this round from the Mongolian fighter. She looks like she's controlled the pace of the bout altogether and boxed well. Yeah,
some good boxers in this division. We saw Danisha MATHIALAGAN of Singapore in the previous bout. We've seen some really good work from Mongolia's Altantsetseg LUTSAIKHAN in this one. And her coach is in the corner, who Callum French has beaten one of them in the past. We go back to 2016, 8 years ago. I think they'll be patting their boxer on the back for a pretty good morning's work.
Yeah, good fighter there, the Mongolian. Yeah, will go for the knockdown in that round. Yeah, showed her the backhand and then whipped that lead hand over the top. Good, very good shot.
Very good shot, right on the money, just disorientating her.
As you can see,
around the temples. This is a good angle to see the shot.
Backhand, then boom, right around the side of the head, knocking that equilibrium and knocking the balance of the Korean fighter.
And she took as much time as she was allowed just to get her bearings back before coming back to the centre of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards, where your winner by split decision, boxing out of the red corner, it's Altantsetseg LUTSAIKHAN.
So victory for Altantsetseg LUTSAIKHAN of Mongolia. 10 boxers in the Mongolian camp here in Sheffield this week. They are off to a winning start. A split decision victory, with the Australian judge leaning in the way of MUN of Korea, but all 4 of the other judges disagreeing and handing the win to the Mongolian.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 5, which is a women's 54 kilo preliminary round of 16 contest. Introducing your red corner to the ring, representing Wales. Give it up for Zoe Andrews.
Cheers, buddy.
Zoe Andrews, the first of our Welsh boxers to make their way to the ring. Just 21 years young, boxing with the GB Academy squad, and has already represented her country at a major international competition. Boxed for Wales at the Commonwealth Games when she was still a teenager a couple of years ago in Birmingham.
Yeah, Zoe's just come back from the under-23 championships out in Bulgaria as well, so she'll be sharp from that. She's got that ring ready about her, and obviously come back from there and kept up with the sparring and that, so she'll be ready to go today.
Ready in red, Zoe Andrews, ready to kick things off for Wales. One of 2 Welsh boxers here this week, all boxing under the expert tutelage of the GB boxing coaches.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner to the ring, representing Italy, it's Olena SAVCHUK.
Olena SAVCHUK is 30 years old, 9 years older than Zoe Andrews in the opposite corner. Italian national champion at bantamweight.
So ladies and gentlemen, your judge 1 is from the USA. Judge
so this is the
Netherlands.
Only of the bantamweight
Judge
contest
3
this morning in the
world
women's
boxing.
54 kilo
Judge
category.
4,
We've done with our 4
Japan.
flyweight contests
Judge
for the morning.
5, representing world of boxing. Your referee at the bell, representing world boxing.
A little bit of a home nation's rivalry in this weight category as well, Callum, because England's Ivy Jane Smith is also competing at this weight, and we'll see her later this week. So final checks for the referee. Gum shields in, gloves tightly taped. Work through the rules that they've already done backstage, and we are almost ready to go with bout 5. The first in the women's 54 kilo bantamweight division. This is a prelim in the round of 16.
Round 1.
So Zoe Andrews of Wales in red up against Olena SAVCHUK of Italy in the Azzurri blue that her nation so often operate in. It's a good solid start from both boxers, looking to box on the inside and throw some solid shots.
Yeah, Zoe coming out here looking to just take the centre of the ring, box from the centre. Them Italians sometimes like to sit off and sort of counter punch, flashy stylists, but Zoe's boxing well from the centre here. A good start from her.
Yeah, nice mesh of styles from these fighters. I think we're going to have a good contest here.
Low lead hand there from the Italian, as you can see. Zoe's got the tight guard, moving her feet.
And still trying to dominate the centre of that ring, and the Italian is happy wheeling around, trying to find the gaps, trying to find the angles. And now she brings her guard slightly higher, maybe having felt a little bit of the power from Zoe Andrews, like that backhand right that just caught through, just tickling the end of the Italian's nose.
Good defence there from Zoe, but she needs to come back with the counter there. There's the counter that she needs to come back with.
Yeah, two well-matched boxers here from what we've seen in the early knockings. Andrews is a European youth champion. Likes boxing on the international stage. Boxed here in Sheffield in January. Suffered a narrow defeat to Sweden's Zara Milli early in the week, but that's good work from the Italian, just backing away, catching her with a lead left as she got out of range.
The Italian with the low lead hand, inviting that backhand over the top so she can counter it. Zoe just needs to quicken them feet up a little bit and get that jab out, putting the Italian a bit under a little bit more pressure. Box at Zoe's pace rather than the Italian's pace.
Yeah, does seem to have shifted blue the pace of the contest, and she's got the best of that, and the referee agrees. And it's an early count on Zoe Andrews, who shrugged her shoulders like she didn't agree.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Sometimes they're quite
early, shall we say?
Yeah, quite early,
administering
and quite
the
easy
count.
to count.
Well, they're good shots there, and the Italian glanced at the referee as if to say, how about that then? You put a count in after the last punch, what about that? Referee disagreed. Good round this.
I think
from
Zoe just
SAVCHUK, the Italian.
I think Zoe just needs to have a little feint before she goes here. A little feint, a little trigger to set the Italian off.
So she's not coming in on the same line. Easier to pick off.
Close round though, I think we're going to go for the Italians, 5-0 or 4-1.
Yeah, all 5 go the way of the Italian, Olena SAVCHUK. You might think that doesn't sound like your classical Italian surname. She was Ukrainian born, now based in the Capistrello region in Abruzzo in the centre of the country.
Yeah, clever fighter, low lead hand, looking to invite Zoe's backhand over the top so she can counter. Just needs Zoe just to set up our attacks with a little bit more feinting before she goes, just to trigger the Italian off first.
Yeah, it's good work, and that was the flurry. That's the referee had seen enough. He wanted a break to the action and administered the count on Zoe Andrews. So work to do for the Welsh boxer who trains here in Sheffield with Team GB. Some of her teammates up there in the stands away to her left-hand side. I can see Patrice Muggleseye, who represents England this week. He'll be here boxing. The Italian, though, has picked up right where she left off with some really smart punches, sharp, accurate.
So he needs to be careful not to rush our work here. The Italian's waiting waiting for Zoe to come in. There's the little feint. That's better from Zoe. Little feint before she goes to trigger.
A little feint, but the Italian read it and landed 2 shots, and it's the second count of the fight.
Another quite soft count there, I think. Zoe's boxing from the centre.
Callum French alongside me, Chris Latcham in the commentary box, and Callum French knows all about being punched in the face in these international rings, so he speaks as a voice of authority. The Italian in blue, the Welsh boxer Zoe Andrews in red. Being encouraged by her teammates away to our left-hand side, Zoe Andrews. It's straight lines though, Callum.
Yeah.
And I wonder if, because she threw the feint and then caught the leather, maybe that's just confused her a little bit as to exactly what she needs to be doing to try and get the breakthrough.
Yeah, Zoe needs to just tighten that guard up while she's coming out. After she finishes her attacks, the Italians throwing a shot out and sometimes finishing the attack off. So maybe come out at an angle or tighten that guard up when she comes out to stop giving away the last shot.
How much are we seeing a difference of experience here? The 30-year-old boxer against the 21-year-old.
Yeah, the Italian looking quite relaxed now on the back foot.
A tough contest so far for Zoe. She keeps walking forward. She wants the centre of that ring.
Just needs to speed the feet up a little bit as well. She looks quite flat-footed. If she used the feet flighty on her feet to trigger and set up her attacks, it might put the Italian under more pressure.
Yeah, pressure is the watchword, because SAVCHUK seems to be pretty comfortable as we head towards the end of the middle round.
Just educated pressure with the Italians because they sit on the back foot waiting for the counter. If you apply too much pressure and just walk forward, they're going to pick you off. But if you apply educated pressure with feinting and triggering, it'll pay dividends for you.
SAVCHUK almost getting completely through with the backhand left, the lead left I should say. End of the round, another tough round for Zoe. 2 counts administered, 1 in each round, and you think both were a little soft, Callum?
Yeah, I think they were a little soft. I think the Italian might have took that 5-0 or 4-1 as well. Good pressure from Zoe, but needs a little bit more triggering and feinting and speed the feet up a little bit.
Well, it's 2 8-10 rounds from the Japanese judge. That is a 4-point margin that Olena SAVCHUK has built, but she is up on all 5 of the judges' scorecards and by a wide margin. It needs to be a stoppage, or it's a week coming to an early end for Zoe Andrews.
Yeah, it's going to be it's tough in these contests when you're 2 rounds down and you need that stoppage to win, especially when you're boxing against a counter puncher who's comfortable on the back foot.
Yeah, very slick.
Zoe's just got to come out and put it straight on her toes. Yeah.
So let's see. That's what, no doubt, the coaches in the corner would have said. Put it on her toes. Final round of this women's round of 16 bantamweight contest. The referee having a stern word with the Italian for holding. But again, she's happier to box at range, pick her shots. Zoe continuing to walk forward, but as Callum French has pointed out, nothing with the triggers, a little bit back and forward. There is a bit more foot movement than we saw in the second round though, Callum, from Zoe. Yeah,
this is better from Zoe. She's just let the Italian box at her pace a little bit. If it had been more at Zoe's pace, it might have been a different contest, but the Italian's been let to sort of control the pace of the bout, and that's suited her style a bit more than Zoe's.
In these short contests, when you probably know that you're a long way behind on the scorecards, how demoralising can that be, going out knowing that you've got another 3 minutes? How much does that impact the way that you approach that round?
Well, like you said, it is a bit demoralised knowing that you need a knockout to win. It's hard to get the knockouts, especially with these the 10-ounce gloves and the head guards and that on. It's going to take a massive shot to do it, and the girls at this weight, it's tough to do when you haven't got as much weight behind your punches.
Yeah, very tough to do. So we've got 1:28 left of this contest. It's one that the Italian has done really well to build a hefty lead.
I'd like to see Zoe just go through the gears a little bit now. Obviously,
Nothing to lose.
Exactly.
So Olena SAVCHUK has been a bit of a maestro in this contest, as Callum French picked out in the first 10 seconds of it. The Italian style, often sit back, pick your shots. She caught one coming in though, there.
Yeah, we just needed more of that from Zoe. Higher pace, faster feet, faster triggers, more at her pace of the bout from the start, but she's left it a little bit too late in this bout today.
Left it a little late, but key lessons learned on the international stage. Really good work from the Italian. Landing a backhand right, ducking out of range and spinning round, getting herself out of any trouble.
Yeah, quality fighter, this Italian. There's no shame in this for Zoe. There's a poise and a relaxation about this Italian that's quite hard to fathom when you're fighting against this sort of fighter.
Yeah, certainly is. Into the final few seconds of what has been a clinical performance from the Italian in the blue corner. Tough day's work for Zoe Andrews, who'll go back to her corner, and I know that the coaches will review this performance as they review all performances. What do you think will be the lessons that she'll learn from that, Callum?
Just to start a bit faster and pose herself on the contest a little bit more. Like I said earlier, with the fast feet, the fast feints, when you're boxing against someone who's a good counter puncher, likes to box at her pace, you need to take her out of her comfort zone and make her do what she doesn't want to do and box at a higher pace.
So Zoe Andrews will come again. She is a former GB Three Nations Youth Champion, European Youth Bronze Medalist. She has boxed internationally and she will do so again.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 5 after 3 rounds of boxing. We go to the scorecards where your officials at ringside score a unanimous decision in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the blue corner is Olena SAVCHUK.
A unanimous and convincingly unanimous win for the Italian in the centre of your screen. Olena SAVCHUK, Ukrainian-born Italian. We'll see her again this week, and I'll look forward to that performance as well, because that was terrific to watch.
Yeah, good fighter, sharpshooter, sniper on the back foot. She'll take some beating in this tournament.
And there's some wide margins there. Won it by 5 points on the Japanese judges card, 4 points on the USA judges card.
Okay, so ladies
Tough day at the office for our Zoe Andrews, but we'll see her again.
But we're going to have a little bit of fun in that 10-minute break, so get your phones out, and we're going to have a QR code come up on the big screen.
Okay, so Craig Denham, our MC, is telling us in the arena.
That QR code, we're going to go to the quiz live.
We're going to take a little breather. We've got 5 more contests to come, and we'll be back. You
should be able to get to that through the QR
10
code.
minutes time.
We're going to have a few questions
and we will also see
let's get
4 men's contests to come. We'll round off the women's this morning
with
a Mongolian against a Japanese, medal-laden boxers as well. It's going to be a high-caliber women's contest to bring to a close the women's contest this morning, and then we'll round out the morning session with the men's flyweights, the men's light welterweights, and the men's light middles. We'll see you in 10.
Please remember, you've still got the fan cam on there as well, and you can also upload your fighting picture. So we'll go through some of those in a minute. But yeah, so get your camera, your phones out, and get scanning onto that quiz. So we've got 6 players so far. Anyone else get in on that scan? So Roberta Samina's in there. So Jambam Up to 10 players. Kelsey's on now. Boxing out of the red corner. We've also got Laura on to 11 players. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boxing out of the blue corner, we've got Tasha and MT Aldi. So we're up to 14 players. I think we're going to be starting very soon. So we're going to start this quiz. So it's coming up now. So round one. So where is the 2024 World Box Cup Finals held? Is that Bolton, London, Tokyo or Sheffield? So we've got 15 for Sheffield and no one else has gone anywhere else. Yeah, we're bang on. So here we are in Sheffield and we're enjoying the first session of the Box Cup. Question 2. How many British boxers are competing here? So, Team GB, you're going to be well on that. Give me a shout out for all your Team GB boxers in the crowd. Woo! Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. So, there we go. We got 6. 2. So 13 going 6, 11 going 2. Ooh. So there we go. There's your right answer. So round 3. Question 3. Which of these boxers won gold on their last appearance in Sheffield? That'll be back in January. So it's Alex Dmitrchenko, Nikita Putilov, Luis Gabriel Vieira or Daniel Diaz. So we're going Luis for 5 of you. We've got a draw with Nikita. It is Nikita. So round of applause if you got that one. So there's your winner with so it goes on the fastest finger as well. That's all engaged in there as well. So we've got a winner there. Is Samina T. Is that Samina T, son? You boxing this week? No? Okay, so fantastic. Well done to MT in seconds. Oh, you're here. Do you want to say a speech? Oh, she's gone all shy. All right, so look, we've got. Let's give it a scan again and let's get some fan cam going. Yeah, we've got a few minutes now. Let's get some fan cam going. Let's get some pictures up there. But we should be on there. Samina, you're putting one up there. Hey, here we go. Fantastic. The look of absolute fear when the faces actually come up on the screen. So we've also got where you can turn yourself into a boxer on the red and the blue. So if anyone's uploading pictures there from your red and blue corners, you'll get that picture. There we go, is that? There we go. So has anyone chose the corner, red and blue corners, in your photos up there as well? We could probably have a quick look at that. Hey, there we go. So on the top left there, that's me, apparently. That's my boxing picture. Looks more like my mum. So you just go to the AI generator in your app on that one and take some photos. Choose your red or blue corner. And then you'll get up there. So we're going to be resuming boxing again in a few minutes. So get your refreshments and get set back down. We've got another 5 bouts in this session to go. And then obviously we've got an afternoon session later today. Starting at approximately 5 o'clock, which is looking through there. It's going to be some absolute fantastic boxing. We've got some English boxers in there this afternoon. Dion Berman, national champion, she's boxing later on today. And then Dimeji Shitu, he's boxing as well. So a bit of English representation there this afternoon. It's going to be an absolute fantastic afternoon of boxing. Hey there, we've got an AI generation there. So who's the AI up there? There's another one coming in, fantastic. Keep them AI generated coming in. Share them on your app. Italia. That's some frowns there in there on that bottom right one. God, I hate to be him. Botox City, I think, next week. Okay, so I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's participated in that break and going along with the quiz and sharing your photos. We're going to do a little bit more of that a little bit later, but we're going to get back under the way in the next couple of minutes. With the boxing, we're just getting everyone ringside and just doing our final checks, and then we're going to be commencing with the boxing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 6, which is a women's 57 kilo preliminary round of 16. Introducing your red corner to the ring, representing Mongolia. Give it up for Michidmaa, ERDENEDALAI.
So back from a short break for the second part of this opening session of the World Boxing Cup Finals here in Sheffield. Told you the Mongolians travelled well. 10 boxers here this week. The latest in the ring, Michidmaa, ERDENEDALAI.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner to the ring, representing Japan. Give it up for Satsuki YOSHIZAWA.
And in the blue corner, Satsuki YOSHIZAWA of Japan. Actually won the bantamweight gold at the World Boxing event held in Mongolia, Ulaanbaatar, in September. She knows all about winning world boxing events on the global stage away from home.
At ringside, Judge
looked up for it there as well, coming out to the ring, banging her gloves together. She's up for this contest.
Absolutely pumped.
Representing World Boxing, Judge 4 representing World Boxing, and Judge 5 also representing World Boxing.
Well, the Japanese missed out on the Olympics, went to the qualifier in Thailand, but was beaten by the US star Lalita Mendoza. Would have no doubt been absolutely devastated to miss out on the Olympics, but we are now at the beginning of another Olympic cycle. We cross everything, fingers and toes, that boxing will be in the Olympics in Los Angeles in 2028. So this is the women's 57 kilo featherweight category. We have a home boxer in this category too, Liv Holmes, who won the bronze at the GB Open here in January. But this is Satsuki YOSHIZAWA in blue, as Callum pointed out. Callum French, she looks absolutely pumped for this, up against Michidmaa, ERDENEDALAI, the Mongolian in red.
Japanese boxer straight up on her toes there on the backhand, chops a backhand straight through the straight over the top of her jab there.
Yeah, but she does look up for it. She's got the frame of Nesty Petecchio, who boxed for the Philippines at the Olympics. Always boxes with a smile on her face, and just constant movement backwards, forwards, side to side.
The Mongolian looking sharp here as well. Low lead hand standing in front of her, feinting.
Yeah, throwing some powerful shots. So we're moving up the weights as we move through the day. This is the heaviest that we've seen so far, the women's featherweight, 57 kilos. Means the shots land just that little bit more vigorously.
A little bit scrappy, losing her shape there, the Japanese fighter. Both fighters poised in the middle of the ring.
We can see early on, Callum, both absolutely rapid.
Yeah, both started fast here. Both feinting, looking to draw each other's lead. Low hands, both of them. Boxing off reactions.
Yeah, the Mongolian was actually beaten in her national finals. That was boxing at bantamweight. She's now moved up, so 3 kilos higher. How does that impact a boxer boxing at these weights, Callum, to move up 3 kilos?
I think it helps, especially if you're struggling with the weight at the lower weight. If you move up, you've got a bit more energy about you. You react a bit quicker. I think you're a better fighter when you have to box over a few days in these tournaments. Yeah,
showing no signs of being small at the weight here, the Mongolian. Great start to the contest as we head towards the final minute of this first 3. Oh, sharp shots. She really does throw some big wheeling punches, the Japanese boxer. They're not all landing, but she catches one of those.
Yeah, heavy shots going in by the Japanese fighter here.
That's a good shot. The Mongolian just backing away, but it caught her on the cheekbone.
Big looping shots coming in over the top. She's using her size. She's just quite small for the weight, quite stocky. She's using that to her advantage, whipping shots over the top, getting her feet in range quickly. She's got quick feet as well.
Yeah, stocky and powerful YOSHIZAWA, the Japanese. Another good shot. It's that lead hook that comes almost from no backswing at all.
Here comes straight from her hip. Them looping shots straight from the hip, where she's got her hands down quite low, inviting the pressure, inviting the shots to counter over the top.
Punches almost like a golf swing. There's a perfect arc to them.
Yeah, but good, bigger shots coming there from the Japanese fighter. I think she's probably got that maybe 4-1 or 3-2.
Because the sharpness at the beginning of the round came from the red corner.
Yeah, it started well, the Mongolian, but I think the back end of the round, the Japanese fighter got it.
So a 3-2 split in favour of blue. Satsuki Yoshizawa from Japan. Always love having boxers who've been in these contests sitting alongside me. You almost never get the scoring wrong.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I spent 6 years boxing for GB internationally, so you learn to know what the judges are looking for, and they're looking for them big, clean scoring shots, which was
seconds out,
given by the Japanese fighter.
Yeah, she certainly was in that first round. As the dry ice just begins to clear above the ring here in Sheffield. And we come out for round 2.
Coming out flighty on her feet again, the Japanese fighter here, the Mongolian, looking to hold the centre of the ring, box with them long straight shots, but big shots coming in over the top from the Japanese fighter again.
And again, and again. Real power coming from the punches thrown down by her hip. Yoshizawa. Yeah, ERDENEDALAI, the Mongolian, has to find something in this second round.
Yeah, aggressive start again from the Japanese fighter, a bit like Mike Tyson. Good little like dips and bobs and weaves with the head, then big shots or big looping shots over the top, which are catching the judges' eyes.
Yeah, the Mike Tyson of the 80s and 90s, not the Mike Tyson of 2024. We still love you, Mike. We still love you. My producers just said something about Jake Paul that I won't repeat. But again, Yoshizawa is coming forward, forcing the Mongolian onto the ropes.
Yeah, the bigger, cleaner scoring shots again from the Japanese fighter. A nice little shape about her, the Mongolian fighter, but can't seem to keep the range and keep it long. The Japanese fighter's closing the range well, getting her feet. She's got quick feet. She's getting her feet in the range quickly and whipping them shots over the top.
Yeah, she's very quick feet and almost jumps in with her punches, so she can move out of range and then pounce into range and land with those really powerful shots.
Mongolian fighter looking to box off a jab, but the Japanese fighter seems to get her feet in the range again.
Showing her skills, slowing the fight right down. It's almost like she's controlling the pace of this bout. When she wants to go fast, she will. When she wants it to slow down, she can just back away.
Yeah, she's boxing in spurts here, the Japanese fighter. If you watch her, she'll dance off, she'll bounce about a bit, and then she'll come in with a quick attack, big shots over the top, then back to out, bouncing on her toes again.
Yeah, I think she's been the most fun boxer that we've seen so far this morning. Yoshizawa, side to side lateral movement. The target looks like it's there, then it's not there. And
good feinting from both fighters, drawing the lead, trying to draw the reaction out of the opponent so they can counter that.
Yeah, not seeing enough clean stuff landing from the Mongolian fighter, but she's still in this bout. Yoshizawa has a knack of landing the eye-catching stuff like that there.
Big shot over the top there, and then she dances off again, look, slowing the pace back down, lands that big shot, and then she goes back down through the gears, up through the gears and down through the gears. Good boxing this from the Japanese fighter.
Yeah, good boxing, great to watch, isn't she?
Yeah, I would have said that would have been a 5-0 round maybe to the Japanese fighter, maybe it was a 4-1.
So all 5 in round 2 going the way of blue, Satsuki Yoshizawa, and she is leading by 2 points on 3 of those judges' scorecards, all square on the other 2, but ultimately she will know if she stays out of trouble, the job is done.
Yeah, she can use her style to her advantage. She are bouncing about on the back foot and then diving in with the good big shots that she does.
So the World Boxing Cup Finals continuing on the World Boxing YouTube channel,
Seconds
GB
out.
Boxing as well. Thank you for being with us wherever you are around the world.
Third and
Day
last
one
round.
of 4 from the English Institute of Sheffield here. English Institute of Sport, I should say, here in the city of steel, Sheffield. And there is some steel about Satsuki Yoshizawa, the 23-year-old from Japan. Hair poking out the top of that head guard. She works in flurries, all a blur when she decides to pounce in and up the pace, and then whenever she wants to, she seems adept at backing away, slowing the fight down.
Yeah, I think this will suit the Japanese fighter having the lead now. The Mongolian fighter's got to come onto her a little bit. Big shot over the top there from the Japanese fighter. She loves that overhand, that looping overhand. It's been the probably one of the bout, that shot. Them big looping overhands and the big looping hooks.
Yeah. Already has the 1 medal from the World Boxing calendar year. Ulaanbaatar in September.
You can see why she's got that medal as well. She looks poised, ready to pounce on our opponent, and then those big looping shots, leaping into range with her fast feet.
Yeah, fast feet, fast everything, just backing out of trouble there. Dangling her face like bait, and then when the punch comes, she's not there. It's exactly what the Japanese boxer needed in this final round. Doesn't need to engage too much. The hard work is done. Stay in the fight, stay out of range, get the job done.
That's it. She's got to box another 3 or 4 times. 3 times, I think. 2 or 3, sorry. So there's no, if you've got the lead, there's no point going exerting too much energy more than needed. You've got the bout won, get through it, and on to the next round.
Yeah, 3 more if you want the gold. This is the round of 16, so into the quarterfinals for the winner, which looks every bit to be the boxer in the blue.
Yeah, the Mongolian fighter really needed up the pace here to put the pressure on and get a big round here, but she seems to be took her foot off the gas a little bit.
Yeah, it's a hard pace to up, isn't it, when Yoshizawa gets going. Blue Comet in the centre of the ring.
The backhand there from the Mongolian. Needs more of that, needs to go through the gears a little bit now. Answers back there from the Japanese fighter though.
Yeah, when the sharp work comes from the Mongolian, it seems to be a single shot, and she needs way more than that at this stage of the contest. And we are winding down at the end of this one. And it's a really impressive performance from the gold medalist from Mongolia in September even. Satsuki Yoshizawa, the 23-year-old, has done a bit of a number on Michidmaa ERDENEDALAI from Mongolia.
Yeah, like I say, you can see why she's won the gold out there. She's got a lot of good attributes about her fighting style. Looks like it's quite hard to deal with as well. It'd be hard to deal with them quick Russian attacks with shots over the top. So she'll probably go far in this tournament as well.
Well, she'll be targeting double gold, back-to-back golds on the World Boxing Circuit. As we go back to Craig Denemer MC for confirmation of the final result.
So, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 6. After 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards, where your officials and ringside scored a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the blue corner, it's Satsuki Yoshizawa.
So confirmation of the scorecards on your screen, a wide margin victory for Yoshizawa of Japan. We'll see her again at least one more time, and if things continue to go her way, potentially 3 more times before we draw the World Boxing Cup finals to a close on Saturday.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a men's 51 kilo preliminary round of 16. Introducing your red corner to the ring, representing Japan, give it up for Sushi Makino.
So back-to-back Japanese boxers. And it's the first of our men's contests of the week in the 51 kilo flyweight division. Sushi Makino of Japan looking to follow in the footsteps immediately after Satsuki Yoshizawa got the win, and well, he looks as up for it as she did, Callum.
Yeah, these Japanese fighters are up for it today. Flighty on the feet, he looked as well like his teammate in the last bout.
Brazil, give it up for KAIVO-OJA.
So KAIVO Cardoso of Brazil in the blue corner, making his way to the ring.
Yeah, these Brazilians can fight as well.
Well, one of his teammates who's here this week goes by the nickname of Holyfield. I'm looking forward to seeing him box.
Judge 1 representing Australia, Judge 2 representing the USA, Judge 3 representing Korea,
4 men's contests
Judge 4
in this morning's session,
representing
bout number 7
boxing
of the week,
and Judge 5
as you can see on your screen, is the round of 16 in the men's 51 kilo the flyweight, if you prefer the old money,
Mr. Stuart Mann.
So Stuart Mann will marshal the contest as the third man in the centre of the ring.
Big height difference there, looking at them. The Brazilians got a few inches on the Japanese fighter.
Yeah, more than a few. But you were right.
Round 1.
The Japanese boxer Makino looks really light on his feet, quick on his feet. We shall see. So I'm not prejudicing you, Callum, but I've seen you in stature. You must have been the shorter man in the ring from time to time. How do you have to approach a fight when you're against a guy 2 or 3 inches taller?
You need to move that head, keep that head moving, keep the feet flighty like the Japanese fighters do. And yeah, he's got fast feet. Needs to get his feet into range, get past that long jab of the Brazilian, who looks quite relaxed and nice boxing long range. So the Japanese has got to get his feet in.
Yeah, and you notice the Brazilian switching his stance from orthodox to southpaw, leading with the right hand there. Looks a slippery customer, but Makino is keen to jink in and out of range. Good shot over the top from the Brazilian with the backhand.
Yeah, shot for shot, yeah, good shot there again from Brazilian. He's using that height and reach to his advantage here, keeping it long. The Japanese fighters find it harder to get his feet in range and move that head past that them long range shots.
He's just stepping in and leaving his rear leg so far back that he's almost overreaching with his punches.
Yeah, that's just sort of maybe it's a habit he's got into, because he's probably always been the taller fighter in these bouts. He looks quite lean. He's probably always boxed at a range sort of thing.
Lightning speed from both men. Strong punch from the Brazilian, celebrates it as well. Yet to see the cleanest shot landing from the Brazilian, but he looks like he packs a bit of power there.
Yeah, he's using his lever as well. He's getting them shots nice and long, snapped out. Good this from the Japanese fighter, though. He seemed to be landing a couple of more shots as the round
seems to have
goes on.
found his range, got a little bit more comfortable in there. He's bringing his rear foot just a little closer. Caught on his way in though there. Commentator's curse. Great shot, really good shot, and immediately out of trouble. Cardoso, the Brazilian, is hogging centre ring. And now the Japanese is having to cover up as he's letting his gloves go.
The Brazilians seem to have going through the gears a little bit now in this round.
Yeah.
Started off quite a slow pace, just letting the Japanese fighter walk onto them, but now he's going through his own gears.
He's worn a couple, maybe felt his power and thought, I'm okay here. Back myself. Try and land some of my own. Good rounds. Enjoyed that.
Yeah, quite an even round. It might be, I'd say probably a 4-1 to the Brazilian, maybe it's a 3-2. But the Japanese fighter started well.
A 4-1 to the Japanese boxer. It's gone against you, Callum, for the first time today.
They must have liked the Japanese fighter's work there, with his quick triggering and his quick feet. The Brazilian tried to go through the gears later in the round, but he must have started too slow for the judges' liking.
Yeah, the way you were predicting the judges' outcomes so far, I was going to ask you if you were the English ticket that won the Euro Millions last night. Just £178 million. I don't think you'd be here somehow if you were.
Go on holiday somewhere.
Okay, you still good to pop and do some commentary with us? No, I'm off to the Maldives. Okay, round 2 with the red corner, the Japanese winning round 1 on 4 judges, 2-1. So I think that makes for an even more engrossing second round, because the Brazilian, who grew into that first round, will have to start right from the off.
Yeah, good shot early on from the Japanese fighter over the top there, over the top of that low lead hand from the Brazilian. The Brazilian must know he's behind here though, because he started this round a lot faster than he started the last round. Yeah,
celebrates his punches that land as well, almost signalling to the judges, look, that one got through, that one got through.
Oh, big shot there from the Brazilian.
Really big. I think if this was earlier in the morning, we might have seen a count there. We saw a couple of occasions in the women's punches that, you know, weren't terminal. Count came in.
Yeah, they might be a bit more lenient now with the bouts going on and the bigger shots going in through the day.
Yep, and we move up through the weights as the day wears on as well. This the flyweight contest, though, the lightest one in the men's division. Cardoso, Brazil in blue. Makino, Japan in red.
In the balance, this contest again, shot for shot, both boxers poised in the middle of the ring, trying to counter each other, trying to bring them big shots over the top of them low guards that they've got.
Halfway through the fight now. Japanese took round 1.
Big right hand there from the Japanese fighter again.
Seems to be growing in confidence. He will have done after glancing up at the scoreboard at the end of round 1.
Yeah, better round this from the Japanese fighter.
He seems more comfortable getting into range, not overstretching like he was in the early knockings of that first round.
Yeah, he seems to be getting past the long levers now.
A little take on the Ali shuffle in there as well. Well, the taller man, Cardoso in blue, is he dipping down? He's almost ducking down to Makino's level. Surely he's taking away his own competitive advantage.
Yeah, he seemed to be standing up quite straight early on, but now he's got them knees bent. He might even be looking to land a bigger shot. He might know he's behind and be bending them knees to try and generate a little bit more power in the shots.
Mystic Callum French, he's been right almost all the way through the morning session, so let's see. Punching on the break there, Makino, as he backed away. Solid shot. I've enjoyed the refereeing in this contest. He's let them go at it.
Yeah, Stuart Mann, very good referee. Plenty of international experience. I'm going to go with the Japanese fighter. Maybe it's a 4-1. Big round from him. 4-1 or 5-0. Big round from him there.
Yeah. Absorbing contest so far here in Sheffield. And the scores are in. And it's a 3-2 split in favour of the Japanese boxer. Now, it all means that while you see the top 2 judges, Australia and USA, have gone to the Japanese on both rounds, it's all square on 3 of them, so it is all to play for.
Yeah, it just depends what you like. obviously different judges like different sorts of styles of boxing. Some might like the fast feet in and out of the Japanese boxer. Some might like the low hands and the long levers from the Brazilian fighter. Just it's personal preference to the judges, really.
What would you go for if you were a
Second
judge?
out.
What are you looking for?
Just the big, clean scoring shots. A lot of things. Maybe a bit of aggression. Maybe ring dominance. A lot of factors come into play. Like the old scoring system, it's not just punches landed that come into play.
Yeah.
It's other factors as well.
Not a one-size-fits-all. So final round, a decisive round between Makino in red and Cardoso of Brazil in the blue. Contrasting styles, both high-paced, and the power shot starting to be let go by the Brazilian now. You feel he needs it. Got to take this round.
Yeah, really in the balance this contest. Two top-level operators. Both probably got plenty of international experience by the looks of it. Both boxing off reactions, both sharp, powerful, good fighters.
Yeah, highly disciplined as well. Cardoso has served in the Brazilian military. And here we go, fighting in a phone box, up close and personal. Cardoso just showing off his strength as he shoves the smaller man away on the break. Lands a couple as the Japanese came on the way in. Oh, that's a really good shot with the lead left from Cardoso. One of the best of the night. Best of the day. It is only 7 minutes past 1 in the UK. It's very dark in here.
Big shots there coming in from the Brazilian. He's using them long levers well to whip them shots around the side and over the top.
The punches he was trying in the first round, didn't have too much luck with them, but now they're starting to find their target.
Both fighters know this fight's in the balance here. You can see them both on the toes already.
Yeah, it's going to be a fascinating final minute of this contest.
Both of them going through the gears as well now. Really leaving it all in there in this last round.
And they have to. I wonder if Makino's starting to feel the pace. Just saw him gasping for air when they were in the clinch. That's a good shot as he backed away the Japanese. Straight punch from the man in red. Cardoso, the Brazilian's got to start throwing. He celebrated a punch, I'm not even sure it landed. Callum French says it's in the balance, and all of a sudden the pace seems to have dropped from the blue corner, but he is letting his arms go now. 25 seconds left.
Yeah, the Japanese fighter trying to put the pressure on. The Brazilian standing, trying to let his shots go from the long range position, while the Japanese fighter gets his feet in range and lets him go in flurries.
Yeah, now it's the Japanese who's celebrating his punches. Last chance to convince those judges in the corner. But a great contest, it really was.
Yeah, very close contest there. It's going to be a 3-2 either way, I think. It's a tough one to call. Whatever you liked again in that last round, if you like the fast feet, the in and out movement, the more flurries of shots from the Japanese fighter, or the more single powerful shots from the Brazilian fighter. Let's say it just depends what you like. You couldn't argue either way in this fight, I don't think.
Talk us through the best of the action from the final round, Callum.
Yeah, so you had the Japanese fighter coming in, throwing flurries. Brazilian fighter looking for the more single, cleaner shots and raising his arm after he threw them.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 7 after 3 rounds of boxing. We go to the scorecards. We are officials at ringside. Score a split decision in favour of your winner, and boxing out of the red corner.
Yeah, Japanese fighter's got it.
Makino!
Let's say you couldn't argue either way in that contest. It was both went through the gears well, and must have liked the Japanese fighter's style.
Yeah, hard fought win for Soshi Makino, winning it 4-1 on the judges' scorecards. Kaiki Cardoso of Brazil needed the bottom 3 judges all to go his way in that final round. and 2 of them didn't. So the Japanese are having a good morning, with Satsuki Yoshizawa winning the final women's bout of the morning in the featherweight category, beating her Mongolian opponent. Terrific performance from her and Soshi Makino, and they'll be backstage shortly with big smiles on their face because they've come here and they've got their first round contests done and done. Both march on to the quarterfinals.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 8, which is a men's 63.5 kilo preliminary round of 16. Introducing to the ring your red corner, representing China. Give it up for Mamuti Yubula Yimu.
Eighth bout of 10 of the morning session, or the early session here at the World Boxing Cup Finals in Sheffield, day 1. It's the first of our contests in the men's 63.5 kilo, the light welterweight division.
Introducing your blue corner to the ring, representing Japan. Give it up for Shion Nishiyama.
So a third contest in a row with a Japanese boxer. And for my money, the other 2 have been 2 of the best on show. So no pressure on Shion Nishiyama. Also a gold medal winner at a World Cup event already this year. Took the gold in the light welterweight category in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia a couple of months ago.
Yeah, 2 very similar styles. The past 2 Japanese fighters have had very flighty on the feet, in and out, drawing that lead plenty fading. So I think we'll see a bit more of that this contest from the Japanese fighter.
Yeah, really
Judge
lively
2
styles
representing
from the 2 of
World
them.
Boxing. Judge 3 representing
confirmation
World Boxing.
of
Judge 4 representing
the 5 judges at
USA,
ringside,
and Judge
the
5
Dutch referee
representing Germany.
Papadopoulos
Your
in the
referee
centre of the ring.
representing the Netherlands, Konstantinos Papadopoulos.
So first thoughts is, once
Round
again,
1.
a height differential not in favour of the Japanese boxer, Callum.
Yeah, 2 southpaws as well. 2 probably are going to be a clash of styles here. Very similar, sort of sitting on that back leg, counter punchers. Probably gel quite nicely, this, I think.
Yeah, the height difference is not as pronounced as they come closer. Maybe an inch in favour of the Chinese boxer. What a shot that is! And the count is initiated early. Nishiyama has seen his Japanese counterparts come out and impress, and he's looking to do that from the very first bell.
Yeah, massive backhand there over the top from the Japanese fighter. That's what you got to watch out for when you have 2 southpaws. You've got to keep that lead hand high, because the backhand's coming over the top of that lead hand. There it is again. He's looking for that big shot over the top, the Japanese fighter.
Yeah, big shots, early shots, sharp shots from Nishiyama, the Japanese in blue.
Chinese fighters recovered quite well from that, because it was a big overhand over the top. So he's got his legs back under him now, and he needs to build his way into this contest, because it's not a good start from him. Yeah,
heaviest shot we've seen so far this week has come from the light welterweight from Japan. There will be an interested onlooker in Cameron Mackay of GB Boxing, representing England this week. He's fighting in this weight category. We'll see him later in the week. Could well face the winner of this contest, as Yibulai Imu of China walks his opponent back into the red corner. Now he's starting to land some shots as well.
Yeah, he's starting to work his way back into the contest here after a bad start with that with the shot over the top.
Yeah, he's recovered really well, because it was a heavy shot clattering into his jaw, which we'll see in the break between the rounds. There's another huge shot from the Japanese boxer up against the ropes. He possesses such power.
Big left hand over the top again. He's looking for that every time, because he knows the Chinese fighter's got a low lead hand. He's open.
Oh. Second count of the round. brilliant work from Nishizawa. He's landing short lefts, he's landing long rights. And we box on. With just under a minute left of this first round, it's been a clinic from the man in blue. Rocking the head back again.
Needs to tighten up that defence, the Chinese fighter here. He's getting caught with too many eye-catching shots. Needs to tighten that guard up.
His hands are low, aren't they?
Yeah.
He could drive a bus through those two hands. That's good defensive work from Nishiyama as well, ducking underneath and trying to get through with the uppercut. Well, the Japanese have brought their A game so far today. Stunning performances so far from the two that we've already seen. Satsuki Yoshizawa and Soshi Makino both got their wins, both through to the last 8. And in the first round, we've had an enormous performance from Shion Nishiyama, winning by a 2-point margin on all 5 of the judges' scorecards. Let's have a look at those 2 counts administered. The first was a powerful knockdown, Callum.
Yeah, the backhand over the top's landing at will for the Japanese fighter here.
Heavy shot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not quite the knockdown, but if the ropes weren't there, he might have gone all the way. And then we had a standing count later on in the round.
Yeah, lovely little half a step back, then a hook backhand there. Pulled him into range and then countered him as he fell in over his front foot.
So the gold medalist from Mongolia in September on the World Boxing Circuit. Japan's Shion Nishiyama is up on the judges' scorecards with a couple of rounds left. Up against China's Mamuti Yiblaimu, and again, you can hear coming through the ringside microphones the power of those punches landing.
Yeah, trading backhands, like I say, is gel quite nicely when you have 2 southpaws, both looking for the same sort of shot, both looking for that backhand over the top of that low lead hand. But the Japanese fighter seems to be landing it a bit more convincingly.
Yeah. Red landed a punch, but immediately one came back, and another strong left from Nishiyama in blue. Japanese
fighter just needs to tighten up that lead hand a little bit. Obviously the backhand's coming over the top every time from the Japanese fighter. If he implements a little bit of defence into that, he could counter off it. Is that overconfidence from what he's seen? He feels that's not going to be ruled a knockdown. That's 2 boxers getting tangled up. Yeah, just like I say, they both got similar styles here, both low lead hands. But the Japanese fighter seems to be a bit more sharp to the shot. Yeah, certainly is very sharp to the shot. The man in blue is actually glancing up at the ringside big screen just to see how well he's doing as they were in the clinch there. Well, the Chinese boxer in red just trying to find his angles, trying to get through, but Nishiyama is defending well as well as throwing the more powerful shots in this contest. He's got his opponent in his own blue corner. Yes, neat single shot from blue, and another with the backhand right. Another big backhand over the top there. Heavy shots coming in from the Japanese fighter. Made heavier, made heavier as the Chinese fighter has sort of fallen into the shot as well, which probably doubles the power a bit more on it. So 2 men from the southpaw stance leading with their right hands, and the power backhand coming from the Japanese is causing real problems to his Chinese opponent. Yeah, good work again. He's so slick. Yeah, he's in cruise control now. The Japanese fighter just so fending his way through the round. He knows he's won this round quite comfortably as well, I think. Better round from the Chinese fighter, but I still go for the Japanese fighter. Yeah, he just looks so confident. He keeps glancing at that big screen away behind us, Callum.
Not sure if he's admiring his own work or if there's maybe a clock on it, trying to see exactly how long's left in the round.
He'd be looking at the time, won't he? He'd be checking how long he's got left.
So winning all 5 judges just by the single point in that round, so less convincing margin of victory, but he has opened up a 3-point lead on all 5 of the judges' scorecards, so he's given himself the opportunity now. He can pretty much, so long as he stays out of trouble, do what he wants for the next 3 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be the case, so he'll probably come out, look for that big backhand again, still over the top. He seems to like that shot, and it's working a treat for him in this bout.
This is the untidiness where they both hit the canvas. Nothing but a slip and a trip from the two of them.
Seconds out. Third
so wide margin lead for the Japanese boxer Shion Nishiyama in the blue, up against China's Mamuti Yabai Himu of China in red. So it's all experience for all of these boxers, boxing on the international stage, boxing away from home, learning what it's like to travel, train in different places, different parts of the world. Terrific shot from the Chinese boxer, who's way down on the scorecards, but still a live dog in the fight.
Yeah, these fighters are living the dream, travelling the world, doing what they love. It was a massive part of my life, travelling around with GB for the past 6 years. So
with all your mates, training, eating amazing foods and boxing brilliant talent from all around the world. What a life. Probably not eating amazing foods actually, Callum, I imagine. I'll stick to the diet.
Sharp here for the Japanese fighter. He's not looking to cruise through this round. He's looking to put the pressure on and assert his dominance in this round.
Yeah, and there is dominance, as there has been in all 3 of the rounds so far. Dancing out of trouble and landing at will.
Good little check hook there from the Japanese fighter. Comfortable on that back foot as well.
Starting to express himself in there as well now. Getting those dancing feet moving. Oh, look at this. Doubling up on the jab. So slick.
Exhibition stuff this from the Japanese fighter.
Yeah, this is really good. Minute left of the contest. Contest dominated by the man in blue. Still the slick movement on the defensive. Low hands now, oozing confidence. That's a good shot from the Chinese boxer, who's slowed right down, and he's taken a bit of punishment in this fight, so you completely understand that, but he is still throwing some meaningful shots as we head towards the final bell.
Yeah, I think he's still trying to keep it competitive, but the Japanese fighter's just cruising now, just cruising to victory, making sure he gets through it unshaved.
Well, we've seen 3 Japanese boxers fighting back to back to back, and they have been some of the most impressive performances of the opening day here at the World Boxing Cup Finals in Sheffield. Yoshizawa in the women's featherweight was a class act, so was Soshi Makino in the men's flyweight, and we've just been treated to an exhibition from Shion Nishiyama, the man in the centre of your screen.
Yeah, 3 tremendous fighters there from Japan. Similar styles. This one was a little bit less flighty on his feet and a bit more sitting down on his shots, winging them big punches in, powerful punches over the top.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, about 8 after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards, where your officials at ringside score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the blue corner is Shion Nishiyama.
Well, no doubt one to watch as the week wears on. Shion Nishiyama with the unanimous victory to make it a perfect 3 from 3 for Japan. 2 unanimous wins, 1 split decision win. Soshi Makino in the men's 51 kg, and there is confirmation on your screen of well, the gulf really in talent. I don't think it's unkind to Mamuti Yabalaimu to say that. He was in the contest all the way through, but Nishiyama was a cut above.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are at bout number 9, which is a male 63.5 kilo preliminary round of 16. Introducing your red corner, representing Germany, give it up for Dennis Brill.
Well, Dennis Brill is an exciting young talent out of the Germany boxing factory. Already the national champion at under 22. Certainly one to watch for the future.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner, representing Finland, give it up for Ismail Umar.
Ismail Umar of Finland, the second Finnish boxer on show after Pihla KAIVO-OJA earlier on in the second bout of the day. She got a unanimous victory over her Brazilian opponent. So the Finns are off to a good start. Now these two, the same weight category as Shion Nishiyama in the last bout, who put on an incredible performance in the men's light welterweight category. But they are in the opposite side of the draw, and if either of them had an eye on the draw, they'd be pretty happy about that.
Judge 1 representing Japan.
Yeah, definitely.
Judge 2 representing Australia.
That would have been a tough fight against the Japanese fighter there, but
the USA.
These two have boxed in the TAMA tournament,
Italy,
in the TAMA tournament final, so there should be a good rematch here.
Your referee,
will be.
Representing world boxing,
So Ismail
Paola Fallorini.
in the blue corner, on the right of your screen there. He won that final in the TAMA tournament, but that was on home soil. A Finnish boxer boxing in Finland. How much does that add?
Adds a lot when you've got that home support. Obviously you've got the pressure to do well, but sometimes it's a good pressure. You want to do well at home, and sometimes you even get the rub of the green at home as well, so we'll see what happens in this contest.
Yeah, you also get to sleep in your own bed, which I always think just adds a few percentage points. But Brill, the German, has come out looking like he's got a point to prove after being beaten in that final a month ago.
Yeah, he's applying the pressure straight away to the southpaw counter-puncher from Finland. He's really sitting on his chest here. He must know that that's a sort of way he's got to assert himself into this contest.
Yeah, it's a rough, tough style from Dennis Brill, the young man from Cologne.
Yeah, he's not letting the Finn breathe here. He's really putting it on his toes early on and keeping him on that back foot, keeping his back to the ropes.
Almost trying to showcase his strength as well when he leans on his chest, and there, just trying to force him back and send a message. Punching as well, landing 2 good shots there as he didn't allow the Finn to back out of range.
Yeah, taking away the Finn's strengths as well. The Finn wants to box at range. He wants space. He wants time to think and counter. The German's not giving him that that time to do what he wants to do here.
Just trying to smother him a little bit, choke him, take away his competitive advantage. Brill again on the attack and landing good shots as well. Umar, the Finn, feeling those as well.
Yeah, good start this from the German. Applying good pressure, educated pressure to the Finn.
That's a really good shot as well. Single shot with the left hand, sent sweat flying into the air. Well, the referee breaking them up. Brill just gave her a glance there as if to say, that's my technique tonight. That's what I need to be doing. So that will play into the favour of the Finn in the blue, you would imagine. He'll want to box at range, as Callum French tells us.
And the Finn trying to get on the front foot now. Realise that back foot boxing isn't working against the German, because the German's applying too much pressure. So he's opted to stand his ground a bit more now and let some shots go from the centre of the ring, which might be a better option than getting pushed back to the ropes.
Pressure fighting, how much does that take out of the aggressor, constantly trying to push your opponent back?
Yeah, it takes a lot out of the, because you're putting so much pressure on your opponent, but it takes a lot out of your opponent as well, because the opponent's got to sort of adapt to that pressure and move. But a good round from the German there for me.
Yeah, it certainly was. The taller man didn't get the early round the way he wanted it at all, wanting to box at range.
Going to go 4-1, I think, to the German, or 5-0.
All 5 going the way of the German. So once again, Callum just gets it absolutely nailed on. I'm going to let you off. You said 4-1, 5. You were swinging the right way.
See, one of the judges has went a 10-8 round as well there, which is basically when the judge, I think when he he's dominated the round, he can get a 10-8 round. So it's not necessarily, even if you knock someone down in the amateurs, you haven't therefore definitely got a 10-8 round. But if you assert dominance on your opponent, you can get a 10-8 round. Yeah,
the 10-point must system. The winner, you award 10 points.
Seconds out.
The runner-up in your round, you either go 9, 8. You can go 7. I covered the
Second
Olympics,
round.
235 fights. That is a lot of fights. I like boxing, but that's a lot of fights. Back to back to back to back. There weren't many 10-7s, let me tell you that.
This is better from the Finn now. He's come out. He's not giving too much ground. He looked like he was trying to box from the centre of the ring there and let his long shots go, which is a better tactic, I think, rather than letting the German have his own way and let him get pushed back to the ropes.
He certainly had it all his own way in that first round, winning it on all 5 of the judges' scorecards, and as Callum pointed out, 10-8 on one of those judges' scorecards. Better work from the Finn in blue in this second round, but he's having to wrap up because the shots are coming back the other way.
Yeah, the German looked a lot more comfortable on the front foot, putting the pressure on as he is, opposed to now sort of in the centre of the ring with the Finn. So if the Finn lets the German have his own way, he's going to have a tough night, but if he can stand and box from the centre of the ring, he's going to be in this contest.
In defence, the German has a lot of head movement, but his feet don't move too much.
Yeah, it's good head movement as well there. You see him get under the shots from the Finn. But this is better from the Finn, even though there's not many big shots going in, massive shots. He's asserting himself on the contest, and he's boxing more from the centre of the ring this time.
Yeah, he's got a good 3-inch height advantage. I think the haircut adds a further inch as well. And you can see from the arms, he has a reach advantage as well. This is the distance he wants to box out, but Brill just won't let him.
Better work from the Finn this round.
Yeah, better work up close.
German seems to slow down a little bit.
Almost fighting the German at his own game from the first round, getting up close, getting very physical, and this time getting the better of those exchanges. Oh, good shot. The right hook from the crouch position from Dennis Brill, the German.
Good shot from the Finn there. German's being... Oh, good turn there from the Finn boxer.
Spun him round, and the referee checked his progress immediately. Brill is trying to re-engage as he did in the first round, trying to crowd the Finn of space. Single shot didn't get through from Umar in blue. It's better from Brill. Once again, smothering. Really pressuring at the end of the round. Where's this pressure been for the rest of the round from the German? Will be interesting to see which way the judges go on this one. They all favoured the rough, tough, in-your-face style of the German in the first round, but he almost vacated that style for much of that second round.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the Finn this round. Just maybe it's a 4-1 or 3-2. Oh, they've went German again.
Oh, wow. There you go. And it's a 10-8 again from the Chinese Taipei judge. Back-to-back rounds of 10-8, so 4 up on that scorecard. That one is over the hills and far away, and it leaves Ismail Umar needing something incredible from this final round to avoid the German reversing the outcome of a month ago in Finland.
Yeah, that was a better round from the Finn than the first round, but still not enough to catch the judge's eyes. He wasn't landing massive shots, but his ring positioning was a bit better. He wasn't getting chased around the ring a lot.
He's a little bit more awkward stylistically, and if the judges don't go for that kind of thing, then they clearly haven't here.
Last round.
So Brill once again coming out trying to be the aggressor, as he did in the opening 3 minutes. Penultimate fight of the opening session of the World Boxing Cup Finals, live on World Boxing's YouTube. The culmination of our first calendar year of competition. Started right here in Sheffield. We've been to Colorado in the USA. We've been to Mongolia, Ulaanbaatar. And here we are back at the English Institute of Sport to hand out the golds and the silvers and the bronzes at the end of what has been a thrilling ride. So final rounds of this men's light welterweight contest. Dennis Brill of Germany in the red is over the hills and far away on the scorecards. Needs to stay out of trouble as he does there, but still picking up where he was in that first round, trying to starve his opponent of the space he needs to operate at range.
Good head movement there from the German.
He looks in terrific shape, doesn't he? Young man still. He'll grow into that body even more. He'll get more powerful, maybe even move up the weights, but looks a good prospect.
Yeah, only 20 years of age. He'll probably end up going up again. Maybe the next weight up, 71, is it the next one up?
Yeah, light middle.
Light middle. Probably might end up that as his body grows and he fills out more.
Yeah, powerful frame already at just 20 years old. Doing well to duck underneath that right hook from Ismail Umar of Finland. And it's this style that has pleased the judges so far. Up close, in tight, starving his opponent of oxygen, and well, winning on all of the judges' scorecards so far. Frustrating afternoon's work for the Finn. Single shots he's throwing now, maybe looking for that one big shot that could bring it all to an end.
German just cruising now, just getting through the boat. He knows he's up.
He knows he's up, and he knows to go all the way here, there's 3 more to come. No point burning the energy when you've already got the job done.
Good backhand from the German, good head movement as well. Lovely style about him.
He certainly has, and good technique as well. To duck underneath the punches that are still coming after the bell. Respectful touch of gloves from both boxers at the end of the contest. Dennis Brill comes over to the finish corner. But as for his work, well, it's finished for today. The red corner will be victorious. We just have to wait and see by what margin.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 9, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards, where your officials at ringside score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the red corner, representing Germany, Dennis Brill.
Certainly was Brill. Dennis Brill getting the job done in the men's light welterweight category, and he marches on to the quarterfinals. And his opponent, Ismail Umar, will be going home. But again, vital lessons learned on the international circuit. Won gold in his native Finland last month against his opponent Dennis Brill, but today he was no match for the man from Cologne.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 10. It's a men's 71 kilo preliminary round of 16. Introducing to the ring your red corner, representing Mongolia. Give it up for Michidmaa. And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner, representing Thailand. Give it up for Witaya Chansam.
So the final bout of the opening session of the World Boxing Cup Finals is upon us. Mongolia against Thailand. Thailand in the blue with Witaya Chansam in his 5th year representing his country. Started with the junior class. Up against Michidmaa, the Mongolian.
Ladies and gentlemen, your officials at ringside. Judge 1 representing World Boxing. Judge 2 representing Germany. Judge 3 representing World Boxing. Judge 4 representing Great Britain. Judge 5 representing World Boxing. Your referee representing Australia, Gemma Dale.
So these are the men's 71 kilo light middleweight division, the heaviest weight that we've seen so far. Callum Makin, Odell Camera, both boxing in this weight class for England. GB boxers, they'll be watching this one with relish, I would imagine. So Witaya Chansam of Thailand in the blue, Michidmaa of Mongolia in the red.
Both coming out here with good tight guards, good defences.
Different style to some of the fights that we've seen so far, Callum.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of low lead hands and a lot of fighters boxing off the reactions today, but these seem to be more up and down, basic style with a tight guard and good defence.
Yeah, more measured, more patient perhaps. Chansam is landing some good shots early on, the Thai in blue.
Probably because they're a bit heavier as well. They know the shots that coming in are a bit heavier, so they know they've got to be a bit tighter with the defence.
Yep. Big shots that can finish a fight in a heartbeat. The heavier the weight, the harder they hit.
Good shots coming in there from the Mongolian. Round the side.
So 1 gold in Mongolia at the World Boxing event in September. Had to win 4 fights en route to that. Beat England's Paddy Hewitt in the semi-finals. Good work from the Thai, rocking his opponent's head back. That's the power that Callum French was talking about. Strong work to the body from the Mongolian in red.
Yeah, the Mongolian looks solid here. Good tight guard, big shots going in.
Big shots. And changing levels as well. Head, body, back to the head. Well, the Thai boxer looks the more chiseled, almost looks like he's carved out of wax. Great muscle definition, but the Mongolian looks more solid, if that makes sense.
Yeah, stronger, better base, a bit shorter as well. Smaller centre of gravity.
Oh, but that's a really good shot off the back of a flurry. The backhand right from the Thai, trying to land an uppercut that would knock his opponent into space, but the Mongolian ducked away, came back with a couple himself.
Trading big shots here, both of them.
The heavier the weight, the less likely it is you'll hear the final bell. Anything can happen. A very different contest to what we've seen so far in the opening morning of the World Boxing Cup finals. Big punch on the bell from the Mongolian. How'd you see that one, Callum French?
I'll lean slightly towards the Mongolian fighter. Maybe he's a 3-2 or a 4-1, just for them bigger shots going in early on. The Thailand fighter came into it later in the round, but...
Well, let's have a little look. If you're right, it's a 3-2 split. 2 of the judges are leaning with you, and 3 of them are leaning against. Tight fight.
Yeah, like I say, the Mongolian fighter started well. Big shots going in, but the Thailand fighter finished the round better. Livened up a little bit, and that might have nicked him the round.
So here's the best of the action from a powerful first round. Some big shots were flying in. Mongolian with brilliant head movement in defence there.
Seconds out.
Shipped some strong shots as well. Perhaps that's why the judges have gone 3-2 in favour of the man in blue. Round 2 underway. Wutai Chanson of Thailand is in the blue corner. Michel Batumur of Mongolia in the red. Batumur trying to work the body, but single shots, and Chanson seems like he's found some more energy. He's throwing punches in bunches. That is the biggest shot of the night though, and it's come from Mongolian red. Straight shot, sweat flying through the air towards us in the commentary position.
A bit more volume coming from the Thai boxer, but there's still the big shots over the top from the Mongolian fighter. Eye-catching shots.
Yeah, and again sends his man just back onto the ropes. There's good support from the gallery away to our left-hand side for both boxers. Mentioned earlier, both teams have travelled well, brought their numbers. Great straight jab from the Mongolian. Oh, it's good work. Ooh. It's crisp work, isn't it? From the man in red. And I thought she was coming in to administer a count, but no. Telling the Thai boxer to keep his head up. Tight held guard from the Mongolian, but punctured by the single shot from the man in blue.
Yeah, in the balance a bit this contest, you get some good work from the Mongolian, and then the Thai fighter comes out with another big shot himself. So good work from both fighters here. Good contest.
Really is a good contest to round out the early session. Oh, huge punch from the Mongolian, ties his man up on the ropes.
Big shot over the top again. Seems to be the way this contest is panning out. The more volume from the Thai fighter, more shots. Maybe he's even more landed, but the bigger ones, bigger shots. coming from the Mongolian.
Yeah, but big shots coming both ways again, the Mongolian, and he lands 2 in a row, and the count is administered on the tie. The power shots coming from red, the volume coming from blue, and the referee felt she had to step in.
Yeah, I think that might have just nicked him the round, that count there.
But immediately, another bunch of punches comes from blue, but once again the power from the Mongolian just unsettled his man, knocked him off his feet momentarily.
Starting to get on top of him, and now a bit the Mongolian.
20 seconds left in this second round.
Yeah, getting a bit of confidence in his work, the Mongolian.
Certainly has, and well, the Thai just looks like he's catching his breath a little bit at the end of that second round. He won the first on a 3-2 split, but then had the standing count administered to him in round 2. And the Thai has opted not to sit down on his stool.
Big round for the Mongolian there. Maybe he's a 5-0.
Now he takes the seat. Callum thinks perhaps a 5-0 on the judges' scorecards. Here they come. All 5 going the way of the Mongolian. That has him 3 up on one judge's scorecard, 2 up on another, and the other 3 can't split the 2 boxers. We're in for a treat, the final round of this early session. So what's the message to the Thai boxer just at this point?
Keep that volume of punches going. You need to sort of keep him off. The Mongolian's good when he's pressuring, he's on the front foot. So maybe try and box from the centre and keep him at range, and don't let him enforce himself on the contest.
He's not infallible though, is he? He does ship punches, as we've just seen there. The first 2 punches of the final round rattled his head, but the Mongolian again comes in with the more eye-catching, powerful shots.
Thai fighter needs to punch and move here. He's not the stronger of the 2 fighters, so he needs to use his attributes. He needs to punch and move, land his shots and get out. That's better from him.
Decisive final round of the morning session. Mongolia in red, Thai in blue.
Started fast here, the Thai fighter. Doesn't want to blow a gasket because of the Mongolian comes on strong in the last minute or 2 of the round.
The Mongolian only needs 1 of the 3 judges that has it all square.
Big shot again there from the Mongolian.
Oh, but that's good work from Chansom, the Thai. Not prepared to let this one go just yet.
Contesting the balance here. Couple of clean scoring shots might win it for either fighter.
Two game lads in the centre of the ring in the City of Steel, and a big shot I thought went in, but it's a tangle of feet, says the referee. The sweat was flying as Chansom hit the deck. We'll have to see that back in a replay. Big shot over the top from the Mongolian. He's ahead by a wide margin on 2 judges' scorecards. 3 of them have it level. Our cameraman has to take cover. Punches flying in up against the ropes.
Yeah, close round this. The Mongolians starting to edge it a little bit. I think the Thailand started well, but the Mongolians starting to press the action now.
Smiling his way through this final round.
Oh, big
batar, but that is brilliant work from the Thai, who knew he had to win this final round. Single jab rocks his head back, but the best work in a flurry came from the man in blue.
Really in the balance this.
Again, the volume coming from blue, but the single shots with power come from the man in red again. This time dances out of range. 2 uppercuts, 3 uppercuts landing. Solid left as well coming from the Mongolian. Yeah, his best period of this final round.
That flurry might have just nicked him the round, the Mongolian there. A big shot followed by a flurry of punches.
Oh, it's like Rocky, the end of Rocky.
What a fight.
Full of respect. What a fight at the end, right to the final bell. There's a slight cut on the left temple of Chansom, the Thai. But he gave it everything in that final round. He knew he needed to win that pretty much on every judge's scorecards to nick this one. But that flurry of 3 punches from the Mongolian may well have sent it his way. Brilliant action in the final 3 minutes.
Yeah, so nice shot there from the Thailand fighter. And then he ended up going down
okay,
after the
ladies
shot.
and gentlemen, bout number 10 after 3 rounds of boxing. We go to the scorecards. We are officials at ringside. Score is split decision in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the red corner, it's Michidmaa of Mongolia.
Thailand fighter gets it. Some big shots going in there at the end of that last round. Mongolian fighter, sorry.
Narrow split decision. Brilliant fight. What a treat to serve up as the final bout of this session. And it is Michidmaa, the gold medalist from the World Boxing event in Ulaanbaatar in September, who marches on to the quarterfinals, taking it on 4 of the judges' scorecards. Ultimately, the judges preferring his high power to the Thai boxer's high volume. Well, that is it for the action here in the City of Steel in Sheffield, the English Institute of Sport. 10 bouts in the books. We've got another 11 coming in the afternoon session, and this is just day 1 of 4. The finals day is on Saturday, when we'll hand out the golds, the silvers and the bronze. Callum French has been alongside me, Chris Latcham, in the commentary box for most of the morning session. And Callum, if we reflect on that morning session, I know you were in the stands for the first of the home fighters, Kelsey Oakley, who lost out on a split decision to the Thai boxer Lalita CHAINARONG. But she's young, Kelsey Oakley. What will she take away from her experience here?
Yeah, Kelsey will come again. I thought she was quite unlucky today. I thought it was all on the last round. I thought she might nick the last round, to be honest. So she was quite unlucky not to get it. But let us say, she's young. So there's plenty of experience to be gained on the international circuit. She just stay busy, keep getting out there to the tournaments, keep getting her face seen by the judges and by the referees, and she'll come good. She's got a good, nice southpaw style about her.
Yeah, we saw some terrific performances as well from the Finn. Pihla KAIVO-OJA won on unanimous decision in the women's flyweight division. She will be back for the quarterfinals, and you join me for commentary for bout number 3, Danisha MATHIALAGAN of Singapore, who put on a really, really polished performance.
Yeah, she was one of the standouts for me today. A lovely controlled performance. She was relaxed. She was picking her shots well off the back foot. Obviously boxing an inexperienced fighter from Italy, but she showed her class, and she'll be one to watch, I think.
Yeah, she certainly will. We also saw a defeat for Zoe Andrews of Wales Boxes with Team GB right here at the English Institute of Sport, but came up against a really impressive Italian in Olena SAVCHUK.
Yeah, the Italian was good. Reminded us a bit of the Singapore fighter, relaxed on the back foot, low lead hand, inviting that backhand over the top. Zoe, just a little bit of experience, just needed to speed her feet up a little bit, and get the feints going to try and draw the lead of the Italian, but that'll come with more experience on the national circuit. But I give a good account of herself.
Yeah, a couple of wins for Mongolian boxers as well, but for me the standout team of the early session was the Japanese, and we were treated to 3 boxers in a row: Satsuki, YOSHIZAWA and Sushi Makino, both fast, in your face, couldn't swat fly. They were so fast, they were so good, but then they're followed up by Shion Nishiyama, who brought a different boxing style, and it was 3 Japanese wins in a row.
Yeah, they were the standout team in this morning's session. The fast feet, the feint and the triggers, and then the southpaw, the bigger lad that come on, he was really letting them go, some powerful, strong shots.
And we've just rounded out the session by watching the Mongolian Michidmaa, who won gold in his home event on the World Boxing Circuit in September at Ulaanbaatar. He looks good and will fancy his chances for gold as well. And we are just getting started on this week of the World Boxing Cup Finals here in Sheffield. We've got 4 days of competition. This is day 1. The first session is in the books. We're going to be back at 5 p.m. today, and we're just having a quick look at the fights there. Just I know there's a couple that stand out for you. Dion Berman in bout 5 of the second session, representing England.
Yeah, Dion. Who's she fighting?
Up against Anna Jenny of Switzerland.
Yeah, it'll be a good experience for her because she's quite inexperienced as well. She's new to the circuit. It's a new team we've got here for this new cycle, but they're all talented and they're all willing to learn, and they're all willing to get out there and box and earn the stripes, sort of thing. So excited to see her. Also excited to see Demiji fight as well. I don't know if he's fighting a good fighter from China, but he's got an awkward style that's hard to beat. He's reminding us of a even better Lawrence Okolie.
Wow, well that's praise indeed. So looking forward to seeing Demiji Shitu boxing towards the end of the evening session, which gets underway at 5 p.m. UK time. So wherever you are in the world, if you're watching on the World Boxing YouTube feed, just check your times. We go live at 5 p.m. and then also if you don't catch it live, it will sit on our YouTube channel, so you can go there and visit it later on. But some big fights coming up. There's also the Brazilian down the bottom, the final fight of the night, Wanderlei Pereira. He's the guy that goes by the nickname of Holyfield. Can't wait to see him box. But for now, Callum, I think we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining us in the commentary box. Callum French boxed for Team GB. Was it 6 years you spent with Team GB?
6 years, aye.
And now he's a pro. He's had a little surgery on the shoulder, so I won't touch it, but he'll be back, and he'll be back beating people with regularity in the new year. But from me, Chris Latcham, from Callum French, we're going to say goodbye for the morning session, and we hope we'll see you in a few hours.
Nice one, Chris. Thanks for having us.